I had both of us muted. Okay, we're back. As I was saying, we had a last minute addition to the broadcast here. JF is with us here live. How you doing, JF?
Hello, Ralph. I'm doing very good.
Yeah, okay. So I guess we'll just jump right into it since we have limited time here. Also, Wild Small was our main guest and still is. How you doing, man?
Doing good.
All right, but we were already going to talk about the Lauren Rose stuff and the JF drama, as I titled it in the whatever subtitle down there. So, and I just happened to see JF in the chat, so I was like, well, why don't you just come on? And so here we are. Somebody said, why don't you recap it a little bit? So I guess I will. And you can add more onto it if you'd like, JF. But there was a tweet that Lauren Rose sent out, I believe it was yesterday. She said, perhaps I went a bit easy on Patrick Little, but it's because I normally don't care to waste my time on losers. And then this is, I guess, the most prominent kind of clapback that I saw on this. It was from Richard Spencer. And he said, I've publicly expressed criticism of Paul Nealon and Patrick Little while acknowledging some interesting things they attempted in their campaigns. Whatever their faults, they stepped into the arena and both paid a price. He said, I'm growing tired of these cheap and easy denunciations of these men. Before one calls them losers, one should ask oneself, would I be willing to pay the price they did? Am I really a winner? And he seemed to be directed at Miss Rose, I have to say. And then, I think it's fair to say that it was. And so I guess some of your chat got angry and they were kind of like trashing her, maybe saying they wouldn't watch or what. I don't know. There was a lot of stuff said in your chat, and some people were banned.
I mean, to be clear, this has been going on for 7 days because the tweet you mentioned from yesterday was just a culmination. For 7 days, the chat has been harassing me to fire Lauren.
So what do you, I mean, do you think it's good? I mean, like, I think it was, I forget, maybe it was you or somebody else that was talking about when you and Andy were doing your show, and there was kind of like this tension between, anti-Andy people, pro-Andy people, anti-JF people, pro-JF people, and that actually made for a good show. Do you think that could be the case here with the Lauren stuff, or are you just, I guess you're just kind of sick of dealing with it? Is that what it is, or?
No, I mean, I'm not sick. It's just that, it's not really the same dynamic because there's no confrontational interaction between me and Lauren. So anyone who's anti-Lauren, they were acting on their own. It's not me favoring this. It's not me wanting this. Now, I had to take a position because at the first, I was careless about these tweets that she did 7 days ago. But the community was so much asking me, and it didn't make sense in a way that I wasn't taking position on this because these tweets are directed in a triangle between Patrick Little, Lauren Rose, and Richard Spencer. 3 major figures, all of them having been major guests of my show.
Sure.
So there's no way I could remain silent on this. Now, I've looked at the facts, I've looked at the critiques, and I found that no, Lauren has not committed any act that would warrant repression from me. She didn't lie, she didn't misrepresent, she just expressed an opinion, a strategic opinion about politics. And so that's the video I made this morning. And it went in people reacting against me, calling me a white knight. And
yeah, I was going to ask you, what do you say to that? And I did see part of your video this morning. I didn't get to see the whole thing because I was driving around Richmond and stuff, so I didn't get to see it all. But yeah, some people are saying you're white knighting JF. What's your problem? You're taking up the flag just because it's a woman, and if it was somebody else, you wouldn't be doing that.
The thing is, I've received this when I defended Sargon against Destiny. I've received this when I defended Stefan Molyneux. I've received this when I defended Chris Cantwell. Every time people are accusing me of not being objective. And every time what I say to these people is, well, look at my arguments. Stop yelling that I'm a white knight. It doesn't help me. You could convince me with a single good argument. So why do you call me names? I'm not influenced by who's a woman and who's not. I'm so autistic. It's like even the people I defend are annoyed at my autism. I go into the detail of each of their words and they're like, Jeff, you're overdoing it. well, that's who I am. That's what I've always done. And at each point in my career where I've taken a stance that was divisive like this, I lost some viewers. I had some people insult me. So be it, I will continue my quest for the truth, no matter how many friends I lose along the way.
So let me ask you this. Well, I got a couple questions. First off, do you think by the way, I follow her on Twitter. We've never really had any interactions though, other than that we follow each other on Twitter. Just full disclosure here. And I'm not personalizing this. I'm just saying, do you think there's possibility that some of the people do have points with their criticisms of her and her contributions to your show?
Well, the most moderate ones are totally acceptable. I mean, someone who comes and says, I find that that her comment on Twitter was optics cocking, and I don't agree with this. I think Patrick Little did great, and he raised the truth to the face of people, and that's what I want them to do. Well, that's valid criticism, but this is not what the people that I addressed to in my video this morning, this is not what they were saying. They were saying she lied about Patrick Little. You need to fire her for what she said about Patrick Little. And I looked at the case. I'm sorry, there's no case. It's a case that at worst you could say I disagree with her opinion, but I will not take action against a colleague and a respected business partner just because she has an opinion. And in fact, I find myself agreeing with a lot of her opinion. If you remove the format in which she expressed it and you just think, well, is there something to be criticized in Patrick Little's campaign? Certainly there is. I mean, it's the kind of thing I wouldn't criticize because I'm just like Patrick Little. I'm a passionate guy who doesn't really care about optics. But the kind of guy I am doesn't make it to be a mainstream politician precisely for this. But the fact that there's people like Lauren saying, well, we think differently. We think you should care about strategy. We think you should care about how it looks for the normie. Well, I'm up for hearing that.
Okay. Now there's another point that some people are raising that you're wantonly just banning people from your chat simply for expressing an opinion or saying they're not gonna watch unless you get rid of her or whatever, that you're kind of anti-speech. Or I mean, this is just what they're saying. Don't put this in my mouth, but yeah.
I mean, I'm banning a lot of people, but I've always been doing it, and I've always been open about it. I ban probably, if you look overall throughout the year, probably more than 20% of the people who comment. It's huge. If someone comes and says, JF, I will never listen to you again. All right, you're banned. There you go. Don't listen to me again. It's like, what do I have to gain in engaging with people who don't engage with the intellectual statement I make, but they engage with the person? They somehow want to pressure me to do something. These are moral agents. Some of them probably are bots who represent pressure groups. They don't represent actual intellectual engagement in the conversations I do, and I've always been banning them. Now, it just pops out that when I take a divisive stance, there's some people who realize how it feels like to be on the other side. But I'm sorry, I've banned thousands of Destiny followers back in the days. I've banned thousands of anti-Sargon fans back in the days. And if you come and you tell me a sexual insult on me or Lauren, or you do a comment that has no intellectual worth, there's no reason why I would expose myself to this kind of abuse.
All right. And yeah, I understand that. And we did have some people banning folks in this chat, but actually what I did, and it's a different type of show what we do, here than your show. I know we still do intellectual stuff sometimes. We've had Richard Spencer on here. We had Patrick Little. Sometimes we go a little highbrow, but a lot of times it's about the drama. It's about just funny shit that we see on the internet. It's just kind of a mixture, I would say. But I kind of just let the chat go. I actually went through and unbanned everybody. I don't know how long that'll last. I guess we'll see. But there's merits to both approaches, and we'll see how it goes. The only reason we originally kind of had to clean house was because of doxing and stuff in the chat. So
I'm much more severe than most live streams, and I respect your approach, but my goal is very different on YouTube. I used to have a Discord server where people were actually engaging in top level conversation, and I don't want to see these things decay just for numbers consideration. People who support me, they like this community, and I want it to be extremely intelligent.
All right,
and there will be eggs broken along the way.
That's fair. By the way, JN Mister in the chat says, "You never go highbrow, Ralph. Stop lying." Okay, fair enough. Sometimes we try to go highbrow. How about that? So we did open up the.
Try.
We do try. I mean, come on. The attempt was made anyway. So. Yeah, the phone lines are open. If phone lines, whatever, the Discord lines are open. If people want to come in, ask Jeff a question, we got about 10 or so more minutes with them. So there's the Discord link. Join in.
They both lead into here. So
yeah,
whichever one you click. But yeah, about the banning people. I mean, I'm one of those guys where I don't want to, like, the chat says all kinds of stuff. You know what? I love it. Say whatever you want. You can make fun of me. You can say whatever. It's fine to me. It doesn't bother me at all. It's, you know, chat is going to do what chat does, and I love it for what it does. But banning people for saying, like, you know, they're trying. That's literally what they're trying to do to you, JF. You know, they're trying to say stuff to get under your skin, and you're just, when you ban them, you're like feeding into that narrative.
Well, no, I'm not feeding it. I'm isolating myself from it. The last sentence that I see when I ban someone is the last time this person annoys me for no reason.
But you can just ignore it just as easily too, right? I mean, they're here. Even a hate watch is still a watch, isn't it? I mean, your chat probably moves a lot quicker since you have a decent amount of people watching you at at your time slot, correct? You have like 2,000 people watching you, so your chat is going pretty fast. Yeah, I would just leave chat to do what it wants. And if somebody says something that people don't like in chat, usually they take care of it themselves.
I mean, that's your approach, and I respect it. I have no. I don't want to convince you otherwise, but my channel is different, and I want it to be different.
Hey, look,
because when I want to keep looking at the chat, that's my problem. If there's harassment on the chat, I cannot look at it while I deliver news because it takes my attention away. By keeping the chat clean, I can remain connected to the community that remains.
Hey man, it's your chat. You can do whatever you want with it. I did like what you said earlier. Coach, you have a wrench on this channel, so the way it works, a lot of times the wrenches that I've given out on this channel, now some of them are just, you know, chatters that I like or whatever, or, you know, actual moderators, and then some of them are just like content creators that I want to see when they speak, you know what I mean? Because sometimes the chat's going so fast. So I gave you a wrench, I gave other people a wrench, and somebody was like, "You're not gonna, what, are you gonna ban me now, JF?" And you said, "No, my wrench is honorary. It's not for that." So I did like that comment there. That was fair.
Yeah, I'm not unhinged and I'm not emotional about it, but I have a strong desire to keep my channel very different and very clean. I'm like Sargon. I like a white chat.
Right. All right. We do have a couple calls. Wait, before we get the calls, there was a couple of super chats that I should read. Let's see. Rugal Migdal says, "Sacre bleu. The divisive, subversive, easy for me to say, Spurgs are out in full force in the chat against our valuable asset JF. We all have a role to play. We need full edgelords and optics cucks, plus all in between." And then Goy George said, "This is not a positive comment, JF." He said, "Potato fuckers not welcome. Piss off, JF." And
the first super chat is exactly how I think. Beautifully said. And it's awesome how the people who give super chat, they are pretty much behind me. The people who are deeply frustrated are kind of free riders on my show. And so I'm like, if there's 80 people who do sexual harassment to me and to my co-host, and they bring nothing to my community, they don't even super chat, what the fuck why should I annoy myself with it?
All right. Okay, we do have a couple callers. I mean, they're disappointing me. I thought they would fill up, but you never know. All right, let's bring in a couple. The Supreme Gentleman himself is here. Hello, Supreme Gentleman.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, it's going good. Let me turn you down a little bit, though. Now go ahead.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. How's everyone's night?
It's going good, man. You got a question for JF?
Yeah, JF, how you doing, bub?
I'm doing good. I think I already spoke to you on maybe a Warski Live.
No, this is the first time we've talked.
Okay. It was someone else with the same picture as you.
I mean, there's only one supreme gentleman that would be myself.
Right,
But
right.
I'll have to take him down to Isla Vista and show him the ways.
Yes, we got it. Go ahead.
Yeah, JF, what's your favorite kind of vegetable, man?
Vegetable? I don't like vegetables much, but I like tomatoes, lettuce, celery, potatoes.
Potatoes. Okay, yeah.
All right. Yes, we.
Awesome.
All right. Thank you.
Well, hey, thanks for having me on.
Thank you for that supreme contribution. I appreciate that. Graham,
See,
you're on the air. Yes.
Just to give you an example, though, this is exactly the kind of guy I don't want this guy to have 3 cents of my life.
Yeah, man. I can't even really disagree with that. All right, Graham,
Yeah.
you're on the air live on the Killstream. What's up? You got a question for JF while he's here?
Just one quick comment and one question. The comment is, yeah, this is stupid. I don't think Lauren did anything wrong, and all these people spurging out against her are just like the people. They don't like any. They're so rigid. And they don't want any dissent. They're like the people that say, women shouldn't be allowed to comment on this. I think it's the same mindset. I don't like them, but I like Lauren on your show, and I like you, so I think you should keep her. And my question is sort of in your realm of genetics, regarding, because a lot of people seem to think that the future, like for example, like a European country like Germany, if it's constantly flooded with migrants with a negative birth rate for the native population, and this could be anywhere, Japan, just any population, negative birth rate for the native population, and migrants flooding in with a positive birth rate, both in the new country they flood into and the countries that they come from. People, even saying that, people still think that, oh, it'll somehow balance out. But genetically, is that even possible?
All right, Ralph, ban this guy. He's asking a serious question. He's
Get
not.
out.
He's not onto the drama stuff at all.
That's too highbrow. Get out of here. No. Yeah. No, go ahead, JF.
Yeah, I mean, people will answer to that. Well, there's no proof that the birth rates of today will be the same in 60 years. But given that the small differences in birth rate like this, even if the difference is like 0.1 baby per couple, over a few hundred years, it won't really matter. It will happen, you will get replaced. So you don't have much time to change. And there's no evidence that things will change. So all you can answer to these people who say it will settle down is, what's your evidence? You're making a big prediction about the future. There's no evidence for it at all.
That's exactly what I think, but they just brush it off. But thanks anyway.
Yes, thank you for the call, Graham. Appreciate it, man. All right, let's try to grab a couple more while you're still here. Counter Tunes, you're on the air live on the Killstream.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Okay. That was very loud, sir. That was very loud. Yes, go ahead.
We can tell that you were excited.
Yes, for future reference, let me say that I usually don't have time to turn you guys down immediately, so please keep the screaming to like 10 seconds later. Anyway, go ahead, sir. Please.
What? You want me to tell you something? I'll tell you
something. Why the fuck did you call in?
It's really fucking cold.
Okay, well,
it's really cold.
That's good. It's cold in the green room too. Get out. All right, Bruno.
The absolute state of JF opposition.
It's really cold. All right, good. Okay, then I brought this guy in. He's muted. All right, you're out. Crooked Tuna, you're muted too. God damn it. You guys do not have to mute yourself when you come into the green room. I don't know how many times we actually have to say this, but apparently it needs to be said again. Let's try Wolf. You're on the air.
Hey, hi, JF.
Hello.
You broke my what is it? Super chat. You're the first person I send like a super chat to.
Oh, your super chat virginity?
Yes.
Your
Exactly.
super chat.
Yes. Tell me more about you, Wolf.
My question was, I'm kind of like you, where I find it really difficult to get along in big groups of like more like normal people. What do you recommend for somebody to just like good strategies for working well with others?
that's a big one because all my life I've been actually avoiding that. I mean, I'm doing good when I'm forced, but I've actually organized all my life so that there would be as the least human possible between me, food, and my bed. So, I mean,
Yeah,
the
I'm
way-
literally doing the same exact thing where I just avoid as many like just normal people as possible.
So how does it turn bad when you give me an example of your interactions that would turn bad?
Well, it's not like I'm socially inept. It's like people can tell when I'm disgusted with them very easily, or like that I'm like I come off as like very rude to people when I'm like really disinterested.
Yeah. And do you know that you are emitting emotions of rudeness, or is that your neutrality is poorly interpreted?
Like I've been told before by like previous girlfriends that I'd be like very cold or distant.
Yeah. Well, the way I see it is these people are trying to, and I think that you are a neutral guy, and I don't think that you are aggressive, and your neutrality comes off as being aggressive to people who want to impose stuff on you. So I would say don't hang with these girls, and don't hang with, find people who are more like you. That's the best I can give you. Now, that's not a lot of people because most women will be abusive in front of a guy who's just neutral, which is sad, but you can keep searching and you'll find women who are very open and who understand that you are in your world and they will live well with it. But you need to select them, you need to find them.
Great, thank you. Thanks for the great show, Ralph, and
Thank
thanks
you,
for
Wolf.
the great shows, JF.
Thank you, Wolf. Thank you.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, a few super chats. Tundra Theory says, JF, can you confirm whether the curtains match the drapes or no? You can't confirm that. I don't know that he can confirm. If you're
I don't
saying
know what that is.
yes, I do, but I won't go there. Elderly queer gentleman says, hey JF, my belly button smells weird. Help. I don't know if you can
You
help.
need to wash your belly button regularly with a Q-tip, and you can use alcohol or soap, but
Oh,
you need
you
to
do have
clean
some
it
help.
after
Hydrogen
with
peroxide's
water.
a good.
Yeah, you do have some help. All right. Rawhide76 says, please talk about the audio that proves Kraut wanted to run Braving Ruin off the internet. Happy to send you the link of the video. I actually saw
This
part of
has
that
actually
video.
been requested to me, but I've been so busy with the shows with specific
Okay.
subjects. I'm so happy I have a chance to comment now.
Go ahead, please do.
I listened to the audio, but it proves what I had said already in my Braving Rune is Gone video. It's just that in my Braving Rune is Gone, I had said that it was people close to Kraut who had intimidated Braving Rune away. Now the evidence has come out. The intent came from Kraut. He said it, he admitted it on record.
All right, and I did see a comment earlier that Ralph is white knighting for JF. I don't really think that's the case at all. I mean, we went through the issues. I didn't take a position at all. I said it's your channel. Of course it is. You can do whatever you want to your chat. I mean, like we run in two different things. I mean, do we have a lighter, ban hammer around here? Yeah, we do, but that's just what we do. So I mean, I don't know. If they're wanting me to slam you or whatever.
Sometimes people think that you're the right person to offer an opposition and you're not. Just like the Lauren thing. People think I should challenge Lauren. But what if I agree with her?
If you agree with her, you agree with her.
I
There's nothing you can do
mean,
about that.
I will say that Richard Spencer did have a point with what he said, that some of the comments about Little and although Nealon I kind of put into an even different class because of some of the things he did, but some of the comments about Little are just a loser straight out. I mean, that's offer some substantive critique. Richard Spencer was on this program and he's by no means a Patrick Little fan. But he didn't say, this guy's a loser, I don't fuck with this guy.
And I've said that much on my video of today. I said, Richard Spencer, excellent tweet. But then he made another tweet and I said, oh, that's an error.
Now, which was the tweet that you said was an error?
The one you just described was the good one. And then he made a tweet to Lauren saying that her opinion, our tweet was just a restatement of Richard Spencer's position, but there was a level of sarcasm in the Lauren tweet that if you interpreted it correctly with her intent, she was actually intending to say that she was saying Patrick Little shouldn't have done this. And Richard Spencer has not said that. Richard Spencer's position has always been, well, the campaign could have been better, but he did not say Patrick Little shouldn't have done it, whereas that's Lauren Rose's position if you interpret her tweet correctly. She says it wasn't worth it.
All right. I just think the white knighting charge is a little ridiculous for me. I mean, we let the guests talk here on this show, and we lay the questions out there. We get the answers, and people can decide. We obviously have our own ideas and we state them. But anyway, Wild Smile, you're here, right? Did you get kicked again for inactivity?
Yeah, I didn't know Discord had a thing for that. But
yeah. You're AFK for a little bit.
Did you have any thoughts on any of this, or?
Not really. I would criticize JF for banning people, but for one, it is his channel. You can do whatever the hell you want with it. And two, it's different than it was, say, with maybe like Baked Alaska or anybody else who's become infamous in battling toxicity lately. And the difference, I think, is that JF has always banned people, always blocked people on Twitter. I mean, to me, it's nothing new. So I don't have any outrage towards that or any umbrage, really.
I should also say I've defended my position against free speech in debates. People keep saying, Jeff, that's inconsistent with your position on free speech. And I'm like, are you sure you know my position on free speech?
Yeah, it's true. Actually,
I actually saw part of that debate. Yeah. So that's true.
The one thing is, Wild Smile and JF, the thing is with the Baked Alaska analogy, sort of. Usually your chat doesn't go as hard into you as it did this time. So there's merits to that analogy being used at the moment because your chat is now divided basically. So that's one of those things when your audience and your chat is divided because of things you do to them, and it's a very slippery slope that you're riding on.
Yeah, that's a fair point. What do you think about that, Jeff? And is there a way to, I guess, heal the divide, or is it just if you're sparking out about this, you need to leave? I mean,
no, I mean, the reason I take strong positions like this is I don't want to carry viewers who hate me. I want to be clear with them. I'm not your guy. And so people say you're pulling a Baked Alaska. To that I answer, who said that it was wrong to do that, which Baked Alaska also happens to have done? I mean, you can say Baked Alaska didn't have the right motivations, that his conception of toxicity you disagree with. But Baked Alaska, as far as I know, is drinking water. So am I pulling a Baked Alaska when I drink water? Well, you have to make an argument why it would be morally wrong for me to have a strong position on a matter of fact and truth, and to say to my audience who disagrees with me on this, either you would have to tolerate this disagreement, but if you're going to spurg out about it and talk about it for 7 days in a row, harassing me on the chat, it might be time to leave.
Yeah, and I guess what Zidane was trying to say, and Wild Smile to a certain extent, I mean, actually to a very explicit extent, was that you've always been banning people, whereas Baked Alaska kind of, had a free-for-all, and then all of a sudden, wanted to clean up his act or whatever. So
I've never claimed that my platform was a free speech platform. I've always been very clear about it.
All right, let's try. Who is eating? Gator, are you eating chips? Okay, hold on, I'm gonna mute you for a second. What are you doing? All right, let's try to take a couple more calls, and then we'll get you out of here because you're already running over time. I realize that. Countertunes, are you? Can you speak this time or?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got a little overexcited. I gotta mute the stream real quickly because I hate hearing myself.
That's
sorry
okay.
about that. I didn't mean to scream. I just do it when I post it. I got freaked out. I forgot I was in the green room because you're there for so long. There's no.
Yes, it's okay. Just go ahead.
JF, I want to know, where's that accent from?
The accent is from Quebec.
Oh, so you're Quebecan?
Absolutely. I'm a Quebecois nationalist.
Oh, so you believe in Quebec succeeding from Canada?
Yeah, absolutely.
Funny you say it because I was in general yesterday and we had a really big discussion over so many topics, and that came up. And the question that we're asking was, if Quebec succeeded from Canada, where would it go? Would it stay as a British crown, or would it go to a republic? Would it try to go back to France?
No,
Like-
absolutely not. We wouldn't be a crown. We were precisely trying to separate from the English regime and the crown. So we would be a kind of independent republic, just like France, but not within France.
Would you try and build relations with France, try and make it a close ally?
Oh, absolutely. And there's already that kind of relations happening between the province and France. There are preferential immigration laws, for example, that would
Yep.
continue.
What when was the last referendum they held? Wasn't it back in early 2000s? I can't remember. off by heart.
1995.
And it was just it got beaten by just a small margin, wasn't it?
Yes, 49.4%. So we were missing 0.6%. That's about, I believe, 60,000 votes or even less.
Do you think that if the referendum came again, that there would be a bigger chance that it would succeed?
No, I think the chances are reducing with time. I think that eventually we'll be constrained. If we want a realistic position of Quebec separation, it will be to actually balkanize Quebec and probably separate the north of Quebec from the south.
So, but you still say it's Canada, or would you
No.
would you become a republic and then you would separate eventually?
I think that Quebec as a whole has been populated with too many migrants right now that it probably, the yes wouldn't win. So I think that a subsection of Quebec might actually cross the 50% barrier, which is why I say let's separate Quebec into smaller parts.
I mean, because I'm just wondering, because in other Commonwealth countries like Australia, because I live in Australia, obviously, the Republic movement comes up all the time, but it seems to be across every Commonwealth nation that no one is really starting to care about Britain anymore. Like the whole Republican movement seems to have died pretty instantly.
Yeah. Well, the question is very different with Quebec being a different culture with a different language. But I agree with your statement that it's hard. I mean, we didn't succeed. I'm just a remain of a try to separate Quebec. I don't have big hopes that it will happen.
All right, thank you, Countertunes. I actually pulled you out before I usually thank people, but I just want to cut that subject short. Although it's a very interesting subject, don't get me wrong. All right, 2 more callers, and then we'll let JF free from this
All right.
prison cell here on the On Air channel. Ghost of Caligula, you're live on the air on the Killstream.
Oh, hello, sir. How are you today?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great.
All right.
I think, Jeff, you tried to make yourself a little bubble for yourself right now. And that's no
What's
good.
bubble?
Because you say, we should not have, we should have intellectual debate. And you know as well as I do that sometimes is the most unlikely source that provide knowledge.
No, most of this world is sewer crap that I would piss on.
Well, of course, with your social skill, it would be the case. I mean, you spend most of the time at your college speaking with monkeys and not humans.
Yeah, that's true. What's the problem?
It's not a problem. It's just a
Okay.
constatation.
Oh yeah,
And
well,
we
that
don't
is a
all
fact.
sound like GF. Just saying, putting out there that we don't all
Alright.
sound like you.
Wonderful.
There's differentiation of accent between the separate region of that great place that is Quebec.
All right, we got okay. All right, Caligula, you got another point. I'm glad you clarified that. Thank you.
I want a serious answer because he seems to run to create his own little bubble when he's not challenged on anything, and it's pissing me off. I like when
I can't
you
wait to
did
give
good
you a
against
serious
Tonka.
answer.
All
Yeah,
right.
I want to give you a serious answer. I'm just waiting for a question.
He said, I guess he's saying you're creating a bubble. I don't know. I guess just a response. To it.
Why-
It's not really a question. It's more of a statement. Yeah, go ahead, Caligula,
Yeah.
if you want to frame it into
Why-
a question.
Yeah. We'll clarify. Why are you creating a bubble that you're discussing little things that differentiate for your views, but not in a bigger way? Don't you like to be challenged intellectually?
Oh, I like to be challenged, but you need to be challenged by the right thing. Most people on
Don't
this
you
earth.
think? Okay.
unable to reach the truth, and so listening to them is absolutely useless.
Don't you think that redneck have some knowledge that some like higher folks from college doesn't have?
Absolutely, they probably know how to chase an alligator better than me. So if I had to chase an alligator, that's the kind of people I would absolutely want in my surrounding.
Well, don't you think that chasing alligator can make you learn lessons in life that are in the bigger picture? It's not all about the halls of debate, my friends.
Yes, you're right, actually. I don't disagree with this. But when you hold a hall of debate or a hall of ID like the public space, then it's about the IDs. And so the reason I will not necessarily have any redneck on my channel is first, it's very unlikely that they will find the right words to express something that the audience will want to consume. We're doing mass media. People who talk on my show are professional talkers. They worked on this for years and years before they got it right. An alligator chaser won't find the right word, or just like that. Or if one individual chaser of alligators may find the right words to touch someone on my show, if I take 100 of them, there will be the 99 others will suck and no one will want to listen to this. We are wordsmiths, and that's why I need to select. If I don't apply selection, you will end up with a stream of the very low quality streams that we see around the internet.
Now, to play devil's advocate, wait, Caligula, hold on. Okay. To play devil's advocate, I mean, Lauren Rose is not a professional talker. Like, I mean, she's pretty young girl. I don't really know. Does she have a media background that I'm unaware of, or?
No, I mean, when I say professional talker, I don't talk about education or background. I talk about the quality. It's like a good asparagus. If you were to serve it in a top restaurant, you would have certain characteristics for this asparagus to pass your threshold. I have the same for my show. And Lauren, let me tell you, is world class in terms of making arguments and in terms of the way she delivers. That's my opinion. You may disagree, but if you disagree, there's good news. You can make your own YouTube channel and own me totally. And
that's true. That's true. You can make your own YouTube channel, and
I'm figuring that out. But I'm not. I like to do that face to face or talk to talk, if you will. I don't like to go around and make a response video. That's a little faggy for me.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Caligula. I appreciate you joining us, man.
No problem.
All right, one more caller.
Why is everybody trying to chase me? Goodness gracious.
By the way, I think JF meant asparagus, right? Not Asperger's. Yes.
No, absolutely. I meant the vegetable.
Yes. Even though I am a hick redneck, I did know that you meant asparagus there. Jamie Birch, you're live on the air on the Killstream.
Oh, hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Yes, way too loud, but yeah, I got you now. Go ahead.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I just had a quick thing to point out to JF. I think it's weird that everybody calls you Papa JF, and Papa is Spanish for potato.
I wasn't aware.
That's all I got for you, man.
All right, thank you. Great. Thank you. All right, Jeff.
One potentially good alligator chaser.
Yes. All right, Jeff. Do you have anything else before we go? We do have a wild goose here. If you wanted to take a call from him, real quick.
Yeah, sure. Let's take a last call.
Okay. Well, Goose, I see you have yourself deafened. If you're listening to this, please undeafen yourself because I'm about to drag you onto the call. Hold on, let me see. I wonder if I can undeafen him. All right, well, how about give your final thoughts, and then if he undeafens himself and Tom, then we'll get to him.
All right, well, I want to thank you, Ralph. It's always a pleasure to be on the Killstream. By the way, this is one thing I wanted to tell you. Your stream name sucks.
Mine does?
Yeah, Killstream. You're
Why
going
did
to
you say
make
that?
people afraid. People are going to think there's murder on there. Change this for something more mainstream.
Well, we had the idea for the we had an idea for the Coon stream last night. What do you think about that?
Coon, C-O-O-N?
Yeah, the Coon, as in raccoon, the Coon stream, yeah.
I love it.
You love it?
I absolutely love it.
We're gonna rebrand everything
I was thinking about this for 2 months, and I was like, oh shit, every time I forget, I need to tell him that.
All right. Well, we'll work on that. Maybe we actually will switch it to the Coon stream.
We're gonna have to rebrand everything. I'm gonna do all my things over again now.
No, but I think I would brand it then around the idea of cocoon, the idea of being wrapped in silk. I would put lots of silk and couches in your aesthetics.
That sounds too highbrow for us.
I mean, no. I won't even make the joke because people are gonna think it's a bar. But I mean, they're saying you're wrapping yourself in your own cocoon there on JF Lob. So I don't.
I agree.
Maybe that would be a better title for your stream. I'm not sure.
I think I as a professional brand ambassador for the Ralph Retort.
Oh, is that right?
I look at what JF does, and look, you have to have some quality control. And he was talking about the people who chase alligators. I mean, geographical layout, but yeah, people from Florida should not be on your live stream if you want to have a quality. Because nothing good ever happens in Florida. You have meth addicts, you have elderly people, you have bestiality, white women.
On the bright side, you have orange juice.
That's true. And
Yeah,
beaches, nice weather and beaches. I mean, come on.
But we got that everywhere else,
Well, not everywhere else, but yeah, there are other places. Yes. All right, Goose, do you have a comment for JF? You're the last caller here, sir. You're the anchor.
Yeah, dude. Like I said, keep practicing quality control on your show. Be your own brand ambassador, and I mean that genuinely. Just these little voices in your head determine how you run your shtick.
Beautiful. And Ralph, it's amazing how there's a contrast between the people you invite here and the people on the chat. There's so many people frustrated against me. None of them are ready to have their voice heard.
I mean, look, the lines were open for anybody that wanted to come in. I mean, we did drag in a couple people that we know, so Wild Goose and Caligula, but other than that, I mean, we were just dragging in random people. So I don't know. We laid out the issues. Made some jokes. You made some jokes, and I don't know. People can decide for themselves. That's kind of how we do here on the Killstream. I appreciate you coming on, though, man.
All right, bye.
Thanks, Jeff.
All right, JF's gone. Wild Small, you're still here though.
Yeah, I was gonna wait till he left and then just talk a ton of shit about him.
The Killstream way, is that right? Yes. What's up? What you been thinking? I mean, any thoughts? I mean, we went to you earlier, but
yeah, I mean, I just don't have much of an opinion on the whole JF thing. I mean, I've been impressed with him lately. I didn't want to sit around and kiss his ass, but I just randomly tuned into his channel the other day, and man, he's got like this high production value like intro for his channel. I found it kind of pretentious, I'll be honest, but I was still kind of amazed. I was like, from Warski Live to where he's doing his own thing now. I have to admit, I'm impressed.
Yeah. What would you do in his place if you had his thing and somebody was going did the same thing to your co-host? What would you do? Would you ban chat?
I have a policy against banning people in chat myself, so I wouldn't even give a shit about that. As far as taking sides or firing Lauren Rose, I probably wouldn't have hired anybody to begin with, so I wouldn't need to hire anybody. On top of that, if I did hire somebody, they would have to say some pretty fucked up shit for me to fire them.
Yeah, I would agree with that one too. I mean, just disagreeing with somebody isn't enough, especially in tweets to fire anyone. I'm against firing somebody for having an opinion on Twitter as is.
Exactly.
Even the same with the Roseanne thing. I was like, yo, why'd you get fired for that? It's a tweet. Who gives a shit?
Exactly.
But yeah, okay.
Ah, well. What did you think, Gator? You didn't even say anything.
I kind of just kept my peace because people were talking about chasing alligators. I was a little worried there.
A little scary, is that right?
A little concerned. But the thing about Lauren Rose is I don't disagree with what she said. I think, and it goes back to what Richard Spencer said, is that there's two kinds of campaigns you can run. There's an ideologically driven campaign in which you're not going to win, but your goal isn't to win, it's to get your ideas out there. And then there's a campaign in which you will actually win. I think what Lauren was trying to say is that she doesn't have time for ideologically driven campaigns, because if you don't win, then you're not going to move the Overton window. I think that was the crux of her argument. And I don't disagree with that.
again, it's their opinion too. You can't really disagree with an opinion.
That's true. That is true.
It's not a fact. Like, it's her opinion. She's allowed to have
dissent from an opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, like, we all have our opinions too. But you know, we all different things, and that's fine. That's how it should be. But I wouldn't chastise chat or somebody else. You know.
I mean, would you consider Lauren Rose a professional talker, or
what did she do before this? I wouldn't consider myself a professional talker.
No, well, I wouldn't even
consider myself semi-professional.
I don't even know that I would consider myself one, to be honest with you. I talk shit on YouTube. That's about the extent of it. So,
basically.
Professional talker, you know who I would consider a professional talker, even though he would just like probably get so angry and just disgusted with me saying this, is somebody like Mr.
You're gonna
Medicare.
say Jim, aren't you?
Yes.
I knew it. I knew it.
So there's certain people that I class like that actually they're so, I don't know, maybe people can say you're sucking off Medicare again, whatever. I'm just being honest. Like, there's certain people that I see in that class like that they could actually do this on television or in mass media if they wanted, and they just choose to do YouTube. And so yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's not like I have a degree in communications or, you know, whatever, like radio, TV, film, to be like, yeah, I can, this is the thing I do, you know. You have a closer one since you're a political science major, so when you talk politics, you know, you can bring in knowledge of that, so.
I try. A lot of brain cells have been killed since college, but yes, I do try.
Yeah, I don't, but she didn't do anything like this before, so I don't know how you can call her a professional.
I think what JF was trying to say is he was trying to say that she is articulate and that she can concisely explain her viewpoint is what he was going for.
Yeah,
that's a better way of explaining it.
All right, enough about that.
Which are they're the two prerequisites for being eloquent.
I mean, we have some more callers. I guess we could drag some of them in. This is a pretty funny name. Coincidence detector. Oh shit.
Hey man, can you hear me?
Yes, I can. You sound scared and alone. What's up?
No, thanks for having me. I have a question for Goose if he's still in the room.
He's not here, but I'll relay it to him.
Oh yeah, because I know this is an old topic. It's regarding pit bulls, and he always says that there's a lobby that's promoting pro pit bull propaganda and stuff. I was just wondering, like, for what do they get out of it? Because, for example, organizations like AIPAC, for example, they pay off congressmen and lobby stuff so they can get, for example, more money for Israel.
Yeah.
But what do the pro pit bull lobbies actually get out of spending their money?
All right, thank you, coincidence detector. I will relay that to Goose. I see some people in the chat calling for a pit genocide. Anyway, let's play Wild Smiles here. And he was very patient with us since he was the main guest, and then all of a sudden JF came on and we had to talk about that for 30-45 minutes. You did a video. What did this come out? This came out today, right? The Seth Rich lawsuit video you did, right?
Yeah, they came out today.
And I thought it was pretty interesting. And you know what I thought? I figured, you know what? Why don't we play this on the Killstream for the people who haven't seen it? And then we should ask the person who made the video what he thought about it, ask the callers what they thought about it, and maybe even give our own thoughts about it. What do you think about that?
Hey, I'll give my thought about it. I think it's all right.
All right, let's go ahead and play it. I have it pulled up. Do the fellow host of the show have this pulled up?
Yeah, I got it pulled up. I'll throw it in the lounge. Too.
I'm gonna go ahead and press play right now.
His name was Seth Rich, and if you discussed the possibility of his murder being politically motivated, you might have your information from social media turned over to the authorities. You can almost be certain, when you are shamed by elites and even some self-proclaimed journalists, anytime you ask questions about a topic, that there is something there someone doesn't want you to know. Yesterday, I saw people sharing legal documents about an apparent lawsuit, as Aaron Rich, the brother of Seth Rich, is suing America First Media, Matthew Couch, Edward Butowski, The Washington Times, Jared Beck, Cassandra Fairbanks, Julian Assange, Kim.com, Roger Stone, The Gateway Pundit, and more.
We are going to sue the school system. We are going to sue the city. We are going to sue the state. And we are going to sue the bus driver.
The Twitter mafia is ecstatic, claiming that conspiracy nuts are being silenced, and that's a good thing for responsible discourse. No one should ever question the mainstream narrative, after all. You wouldn't want to be called a denier, would you? These people, the blue checkmarks, would support free thinking if the shoe was on the other foot. If this was Donald Trump suing people for slander and libel, they would flip to the other side faster than you can blink your eyes. I should say this right now. I am only reporting on what has been said, and I am certainly not making any accusations about what happened. It is pointless to speculate without data, and in order to get to the truth, you do have to ask questions. And it doesn't matter if you are asking questions about Seth Rich or the Russia hoax, but this lawsuit is a clear attack on alternative media. Just look at who they're targeting. That and the average Twitter user, as anyone who has tweeted with certain popular hashtags are also considered secondary accounts in the court documents, and they might end up in court as well, just from a retweet. Here we have decorated investigative journalist Seymour Hersh, a man who broke stories like My Lai and Abu Ghraib, claiming to have seen confidential documents that confirmed that Seth Rich was in fact the WikiLeaks informant, and that his death was more complicated than the media was letting it on to be.
What the report says that sometime in late spring, we're talking about June, summer's in June 21st, late spring would be after, I presume, I don't know, I just say it says late spring, early summer. He makes contact with WikiLeaks. That's in his computer, and he makes contact.
If there was a journalist whose word I trusted, it would be Seymour Hersh. I don't perceive Hersh as being politically motivated, so I don't buy the premise that all people who want justice are only in it for the politics. Some people just want the truth. A private investigator named Rod Wheeler was hired by the Rich family to look into things. Oddly enough, the brother of Seth, Aaron, the same one that is the plaintiff in this case, was uncooperative with Rod Wheeler in his investigation. On top of that, Rod Wheeler was restricted from seeing body cam footage, convenience store footage from the area, as well as the autopsy report. Police also did not question Seth at the crime scene, and his laptop has gone missing. After Rod Wheeler started asking questions about a potential link to WikiLeaks, a fixer from a PR firm sent by the DNC called Brad Bauman told Wheeler on behalf of the family to stop looking into it, that he was fired. Wheeler was even sent a cease and desist letter, and this prevented him from sharing any of the information that he has acquired, which is why the only investigation into the murder stopped entirely. Brad Bauman is a crisis manager, and his work focused on maintaining problems that aren't meant to leak to the public. You may have also heard about Guccifer 2.0, a hack that was falsely attributed to Russia near the beginning of the Russia hoax back in 2016. For months, cable news pundits and professional Twitter personalities used the Guccifer 2.0 hack as a way of proving that Russia meddled into our election. However, not too long after this evidence was under scrutiny, did people find an interesting detail about the Guccifer data. The data obtained in the leaked documents show that the files were transferred with a consistent bitrate, like with a USB transfer, rather than the wireless transfer that the propagandists on cable claimed it was. What is troubling about this lawsuit is how far it reaches. Now, as you might imagine, all of the people who have, in the last few years, claimed that criticizing anybody in the news on social media is attacking the free press, and now those same people are cheering that independent journalists and random Twitter users are getting roped into a massive lawsuit. Not only are people who retweeted WikiLeaks on the chopping block, but also anyone who tweeted various hashtags, including America First, Facts Over Feelings, and DNC Leak. Well, as I was working on this video, the subpoenas against Twitter were dropped, and those who were included in it have received this email. Dear Twitter user, we have been notified that the subpoena we previously sent you has been withdrawn. We have not disclosed any of your account information and consider this matter closed. Best, Twitter Legal. My only guess as to the reason this subpoena has been withdrawn is that the people behind the suit realized that it would cause the story to surge through social media. Just filing this lawsuit will cause more people to look into the Seth Rich story. If they really want people to stop talking about something, the last thing that they would want to do is to file a public lawsuit about it.
All right, there we go. Wild Smile, you made this video. What caused you to do it, and what are your thoughts on it? Beyond what you said in the video.
Seeing the the lawsuit surged throughout social media. All these people being served with subpoenas for sharing the Seth Rich information, just random stuff. And I'm willing to bet there's some misinformation in the Seth Rich data, everything that people have acquired over the last 2 years. But it's strange. Like, if John Benet Ramsey, right, her parents, what was that, 20 years ago or longer?
Yeah, but over 20 years ago, actually, I think.
Yeah, if the father came out and started suing people who were trying to solve the murder, what might be your impression be?
And by the way, I think that actually happened, did it not? I don't know.
Oh, shit, did it?
I believe they did sue some people. Yeah, so yeah, I guess you could say my impression might be that they were trying to hide something, possibly. Yeah.
That's the gut feeling, and of course, I'm not making that accusation. It is strange, the behavior that Aaron has been exhibiting. In a lot of the interviews I saw with Rod Wheeler, he claims that he was unresponsive, like, they tried to talk to him over the phone, and Aaron even tried to talk him out of investigating. And then this was, of course, before he was served with the cease and desist letter. The whole thing is so damn fishy. And anytime there's an advancement or some sort of new information on things like this, stories that go falling down the memory hole, I try to keep track of it all. But yeah, this was a crazy one. The whole reason I thought to cover it was because I was seeing someone get sued.
And you know what's interesting? Maybe it's interesting, I don't know. I had never heard that Seymour Hersh audio before, which maybe that's a damning comment against myself, but I had never heard that. So it seems like maybe I'd seen like it spoken about or something, or like some tweets about it, but I had never actually heard the audio. So I kudos to you for posting that. And yeah, Seymour Hersh is a fairly decorated journalist, so I think I would think that would merit some consideration by the media. They were damn sure happy to promote him about Abu Ghraib and a lot of his other scoops. So I'm kind of curious that they muted his response on that. You really haven't heard that discussed on MSNBC or any of the other mainstream channels, even Fox. You know what I mean? So
even Fox, they had a bunch of different things set up, and they had to cancel them all because the Seth Rich family actually sued Fox.
Yeah, they almost fucking drove Hannity off Fox News over this issue. Yeah, so
it's so strange. Like, I just don't understand the logic behind, we need to stop people looking into this, and then mainstream people telling you shouldn't be talking about this. Like, look, even if it's not politicized, we should still find the person that killed this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. The more you tell people to stop looking into something, the more they're going to dig into it, to be honest.
And the more suspicious it gets, the people keep saying, oh, well, don't pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. It's just, it's unnerving.
Yeah.
I would agree with that. By the way, this is an update on the first topic that we discussed, and it's from Lauren Rose herself, her own Twitter account. As you can see, we follow each other. By the way, those blue check marks, man, they're some real scumbags. I just have to say, if you have a blue check mark on Twitter, you're a scumbag. Like,
I would agree.
What an absolute piece of shit you have to be to get one of those blue check marks.
And somehow Matt Jarbos still doesn't have one.
Oh, poor Matt.
But someone else here does.
Yeah.
Oh, before we get into that, did you guys see the tweet? Did you guys see the tweet?
Yes.
That,
from
Now look. Oh, man, you know what? That wasn't even on the topic list, but it's gonna be, because I'm gonna go back and pull it up, and we're gonna laugh about that. By the way, if Matt's listening, feel free to come on. Yes, I know Ralph has one. That was me being sarcastic. This is Lauren Rose, and she just tweeted this out, 6 minutes ago. She said, and this is in response to JF's stream that he did earlier today, and it was called Lauren Did Nothing Wrong. It was like, hour and a half, a little bit longer. And Lauren says, I was not told this stream was happening ahead of time and would not have approved of it. I am capable of explaining my own actions if I feel it is necessary. She is a strong woman, and she does not need your penis to defend her, according to her. Is there any response to that?
Okay. Duly noted.
You know what's funny? I saw this predicted earlier. Some people said she's going to say exactly this, and this is exactly what she said. So kudos to those people.
Yeah, it makes sense, though. I mean, you would want yourself to.
Does it make sense though? No, what does it make sense though? Because it's like he was stepping out on a limb. It probably would have been easier just to say, "Silly bitch, throw her to the side." You know what I mean? Like, I'm getting rid of you. Whatever. You're fucking my shit up, and just move on.
I mean, if you were her, do you need somebody would you want somebody defending you like that when you say something? I
mean, would I want somebody defending me? Yeah, I probably would. I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe it's a female thing where it's, oh, this man's got to defend my honor, and I'm perfectly capable of doing it myself. But still, it's like, wow, he was kind of being, your supporter. He was kind of being your champion. I don't know. Maybe is it just a female thing? I don't know. I'm just saying I like it when people defend me. I don't know. Maybe, but
in certain things where you need to be defended, yeah, sure. But when you're defending your own opinion,
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, I see mostly chicks.
If any of you would like to go out there and defend me, I will not say that.
I see mostly chicks do this anyway, to be honest. So
yeah, I think it's the woman thing. It's like, oh god, I don't need that. I don't know, but yeah, that just happened while we were playing the video. So. What a night.
Yeah, even Nora in the chat said it's different for females.
But is it really? I don't know. Come on.
It is.
Are you telling me that you would not defend such a lovely lady?
Uh-oh.
Oh, man. What do you think about that? Wild Smile, and by the way, I'm going to talk about the Seth Rich thing because I want to give an opinion on that too. But what do you think about her comment there that she doesn't need JF defending her?
I think it's her trying to assert her strength, saying, "Hey, I don't need JF to defend me." And at the same time, it's something I just thought of. You gotta have some respect behind somebody saying, "You know what, I'm going to stand behind my co-host as opposed to my audience." Not to say it's necessarily. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. But just look at the whole Andy JF situation and how differently that could have gone.
Yeah, I mean, it's your co-host though, so why? I really don't understand. And again, I have nothing against Lauren. Whatever. We follow each other on Twitter. I don't know her personally. We never spoken in DMs or any other place. But it just seems like if you had this criticism, I don't know. Maybe just put it on the back burner and just maybe voice it in private because this really kind of a knife to JF, isn't it?
Yeah, because he was just explaining how he's looking for professionalism and all of that, and then here she is airing out a little bit dirty laundry. And this isn't that bad in comparison to some of the stuff we've seen with like Andy and JF.
No, it doesn't rise to that level. But I'm just saying it is kind of like, wow.
Yeah.
Somebody said send Lauren the link. Hey, we would love to have her on. I mean,
if she wants to come on, that's fine.
Yeah, sure, send her the
link. Discord.
How about this? Send her this link right here that I'm about to post in the chat. Send that to her. Tell her to join the green room, and she is more than welcome to come on the Killstream.
There's another thing.
Go ahead.
Gator. Sorry.
I was gonna say the JF did express that when he first hired her on as co-host that he brought her on because she had those strong opinions and she was very headstrong. And people are in chat are saying, JF's going to be mad when he sees this. No, actually, I think he's going to have the opposite opinion. I think he's going to be more impressed with her that she's willing to say, hey, I can defend myself. Because I think ultimately he wants that.
Yeah,
he wants a co-host that can defend themselves.
Jeremy Carroll in the chat says this, and he didn't say female, but I will replace it. He says this female is shitting on a supporter. That's just wrong. I mean, look, I won't take a moral position. I'll just say me personally, if say I was under attack and I was a co-host and Zidane was the host, and Zidane went out there and made a video and said, look, Ralph did nothing wrong. Just lay off. Maybe he could have done a couple things better or whatever, but just lay off him. And he put it all on the line, you know what I mean? And just put himself out there. I wouldn't feel the need to go out there publicly and do that quote tweet.
You know what I think the major problem is? He didn't have her on when he did it.
Yeah, that's true. Well, I mean, and you look back at the stream he did about Andy before they broke up. Just a little notice ahead of time maybe might be a good idea. But I mean, that's
because if I did a video on you, I'd bring you onto the thing. I would talk to you about it. I wouldn't like. You can explain yourself and I can agree with you or whatever. But that's how I would do it. I wouldn't do it by myself and just be like, yeah, this is it.
D Telephone in the chat says Lauren has always disliked JF's audience. I mean, maybe, I don't know. It seems kind of curious. Why even go and be his co-host then in that case? But anyway, we'll bring on some callers and we'll talk about that in a minute. As for the Seth Rich thing, like that shit is just nuts. I mean, and like Wild Smile said, imagine this was Trump or some Trump family member, suing people for putting out, and you can say it's a conspiracy theory or whatever you want to call it, even if it is a conspiracy theory. So what? Like, you're trying to silence people through the courts, and just imagine if this shoe was on the other foot. I mean, the left would be fucking spurging out right now. And instead, they're, like he said, the blue check marks. Yours truly not included in that, but the blue check marks are celebrating, and it's like, yeah, let's shut these people down. That's great. Which is the total antithesis of their arguments against Trump in regards to his critiques of the media and him saying he might want to open up libel laws and stuff like that. So it just seems to be a total,
this is
example
the
of
political
hypocrisy.
Ideology that chants such venerated comments as "we shut shit down," as if shutting down political discourse is the highest form of discourse.
Yeah,
that's peak IQ right there.
that is a high IQ. Is shouting like an autistic seal until people shut up.
And the most frustrating thing about the whole Seth Rich and all the pushback from trying to figure things out is, I don't think it matters whether or not he was the WikiLeaks informant. I believe he was, based on what I've seen, but I'm not asserting that that's the fact right now, of course, with litigation going on. But it shouldn't matter. We're trying to find out what happened to somebody, and there should be no politics in this at all. And even the people that are saying you're trying to politicize this man's murder, we should just right on. Let's take the politics out and let's just try to figure out what happened. And we should all be able to agree on that, I think.
I mean, a guy was brutally murdered. You would think that, like, let's get to the bottom of it. I don't know.
Not only was the guy brutally murdered, but the circumstances behind his death are highly questionable regarding the fact that nothing was stolen, and if this was a crime, a crime of opportunity, it seems very weird.
I just want to say, imagine the situation was reversed, and there was a big RNC leak that had been, posted to WikiLeaks and all, just reverse it and say Seth Rich was an RNC member or worked for the RNC, whatever, however you want to say it. And they had hurt their campaign through these leaks, and it was suspected that this RNC member had leaked against Trump and all this and that. How do you think the media would be reacting if it was the other way around?
Front page news everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
He'd have been impeached already.
Yeah, he wouldn't have won. They would have.
Number one, he wouldn't have won. But if by some miracle he had won under those circumstances, they would have impeached him immediately.
Yeah.
And the Republicans would have rolled over to do it.
Oh yeah, easily.
And by the way, I'm not even saying that it was, some secret hit job on Seth Rich. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But just imagine it was the shoe was on the other foot. It would be complete different story. So.
No, they're hypocrites. 100% Democrats are 100% hypocrites.
Yeah.
They'll let
the ends justify the means.
Yeah, to them exactly.
By the way, here's the super chat I missed earlier. Blue Satoshi in Spanish. Papa equals potato, excuse me. While Papa equals dad. So that's, by the way, I took 2 semesters of Spanish in college. I won't tell you how I passed those, but they might not have been on the up and up, but I did pass them. I'll put it that way. God, I hated that. It's like, I'm a political science major. Why the fuck do I even have to take a foreign language? This makes no fucking sense. Then I picked Spanish, and some of these other motherfuckers were taking German. Maybe I should have took German.
So desone.
Maybe I would have more popularity on stream now if I could quote German passages from Mein Kampf and stuff like that.
You could probably just say anything in German, and the people will think it's and get more views.
Oh man,
Say a sentence. Oh,
it's
Spanish,
never too late. Maybe I should try now.
What is that? Rosetta Stone? You can use that. Learn German quick.
Hail Ralph, hail victory.
No Need says, did you give your Spanish teacher a blowjob? No, I did not. All my Spanish teachers were women. The two that I actually passed were taught by the same woman, and the one that I had to drop was taught by a woman. She was kind of hot, actually. But anyway, we won't go there.
The only time I take Spanish was in high school. After that, I didn't take another language. I was like, fuck that.
Yeah. She was
Did you
smoking.
take Castilian Spanish?
She was really smoking, now that I think about it. Anyway, sorry. I shouldn't go there. We have some callers. I see Pinky Culture complaining that we didn't bring him on. Pinky Culture live on the air on the Killstream.
All right. Hold on.
No,
You guys hear
no,
me?
holding on. Be ready.
No, I'm ready. I had to pause the stream. Jesus Christ.
All right, be ready.
Well, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Thanks.
How you doing? I sent my fucking Pinky pic. Now leave me alone.
No, I want to say something. Lauren Rose did nothing wrong, and JF didn't have to do that fucking 1 hour stream about this. She could have just done some kind of stream of her own, or I think she should do a discussion with Proctor Little. That'd be kind of fun, like a blood sports.
I would like to see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think someone should host that.
Me. But yeah, I mean, if JF should actually be the one to host it, but yeah, I would be glad to do it as well. So
I'll do it.
Yeah, you'll do a lot of things, I bet.
Yeah.
Anyway, are you happy you finally? Are you happy you finally got my fucking pinky? What are you gonna do with that information?
Not
You don't
really.
wanna know.
It's just there.
Okay.
You're doing
It's just
something
there.
with this. You're doing something with this. Somebody said you were making porn with these pinky pictures.
It's of course it's something degenerate.
No,
What are you doing with
no
these
further
photos,
comments.
sir? What are you doing with these photos, sir?
I think they're like in one of my folders where
You're
like
sick. You're
I just
sick.
have memes.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like a
memes.
meme folder.
Yeah.
More like a
yeah.
jerk off folder.
Yeah. You sick fuck. Who the fuck gets off on pinkies?
I don't really actually get off on pinkies. I just think they're cute.
Oh.
Swear to God.
So says someone that would jack off to pinky fingers.
Nah.
You just think they're cute.
Yes.
All right. Anyway, we're just fucking
Oh,
with each other.
JF blocked me on Twitter, and I want to apologize because I was a bit of a dick to him. So I
Well,
wanted him to be here. I wanted to publicly apologize to
He's
JF.
probably gonna keep you blocked, to be honest with you, but
Nah, man. I
he
think we
actually
could.
he unblocked me, but you're probably not in that same category, so
I think me and JF could work things out. You know.
yeah, well, we'll see. Thank you, Pinky Culture. I appreciate it.
No problem, man.
Alright. Droopy Drawers, you're live on the air on the Killstream.
How you doing, gentlemen?
I'm doing good. Is this the same gentleman that sent me a new vape?
I did. I hope you're
Man,
enjoying it, man.
It is really good. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Good. Gators, Zidane, I wish I could have sent you guys something, but I don't think you guys vape, do you?
No.
I do not.
All
Well,
right,
thank you for the
well,
offer.
Yeah, no worries. Guys. Just wanted to say first that Lauren Rose, like the way that whole thing started, I thought it was kind of weird because all she did was ask if he was serious when she first saw the video of him. And I think that's a natural question when you see a guy acting like that online, to where she just asked a simple question: is this guy for real? And then it blew up into this craziness, you know. And JF, I don't feel like I don't think he's trying to white knight for her. I think he's just trying to say why he's banning people and why people are being dicks. You know, I don't know. It just seemed all weird.
What do you think the future's gonna hold?
I think Lauren's doing a good job on the show. I think she should stay there, and I think JF should just be fucking master banner and just keep doing it.
All right. You got any other thoughts on the Seth Rich video, maybe?
Seth Rich, yeah. If he would have got shot in the front, they would have said he suicided himself. But it didn't go down that way. So, thanks for having me on, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it too. What about you, Wild Smile? Do you vape?
Yeah,
You do?
I do.
Wow.
Vape, brother.
Vape God race.
I prefer the term vapist.
I like that term too. What do you think about all these people that say you're a faggot for vaping?
I don't give a shit, man. Like I smoke a lot of blunts, so it's nice to have a form of nicotine intake when I can't be at home smoking.
You know, I can't partake in that particular activity anymore. Perhaps it's for the best, since like I said, I've killed a lot of brain cells already. But man, smoking blunts. Yeah, I've smoked a couple. But yeah, vaping. I like vaping. I mean, I know some people think it's gay. Well, maybe I should just go buy a pack of cigarettes and smoke those up, huh? Is that what you're saying, chat? I don't know. Maybe I should. I don't know. Anyway, good to have another vapist. Another vapist here on the stream.
To be fair, I didn't come up with that. I saw it in chat, and I said that is what I'm calling it now.
It's pretty good. Somebody said it shows, Ralph. The brain cells. Fuck you, you're banned now. Oh no, never mind. We're not gonna do that. We won't do that here. Then Alfarius Omega says that is what we are saying. All right. Well, maybe I'll just start back with cigarettes. Fuck it. I don't want to be here on this planet very long anyway.
Oof.
It's a total shit show, isn't it? Like, it's all. Should I just take the black pill now? Because it's complete shit. What do you think about that, Wild Small? It's really like things aren't gonna get any better, are they?
Well, they're getting more entertaining, and that's
yeah,
that's true. They're at least they're entertaining. That's a fair point, actually. All right, now on that note, on the note of taking the black pill,
Ralph white pilled.
Yes, we needed to cheer ourselves up. By the way, let's look at Lauren Rose's Twitter. I don't think she said anything else. Oh wait, she did. Somebody said they were attacking JF because they thought he was showing a double standard for not firing you when, according to them, he split from Andy for the same offense. He was defending himself, therefore. And then she said that's fine, so I really don't even know. Who knows what's going on with her. This next tweet is from Mundane Matt. And he said, post new video, lose subs. Host live stream, lose subs. Gain subs, lose subs. What the fuck, YouTube? With this and the algorithm change that has cost me over 1 million views a month, you guys sure are killing channels. Wild Smile specifically referenced this. What are your thoughts on Monday Matt's lament?
Man, everyone's out to get the skeptics, huh? We've got JF and Medicare plotting to take down the stepfather. We've got YouTube plotting to lower Mundane Matt's view count. I mean, I just don't know what to do anymore, guys. I'm afraid.
Do you think there's a conspiracy against Monday Matt, or?
No, I think he had his time. He's kind of in a slump at the moment. Like there are still people who turn out to see a Mundane Matt video, but even myself, and I have about, I think, a quarter of the subs that he does, I regularly turn out more views than he does. And
now, why do you think that is? Why do you think that is?
If I can compliment myself, if I don't mind saying so myself, I think I tend to
toot your own horn,
through.
Please do. Yes.
Yeah, I think I kind of reach through the articles a little bit and pull a little bit more. I investigate a little bit, but man, Matt Jarbo, he has a habit of finding something that is just a trending topic on Reddit, and then mysteriously all of his talking points seem to be all the top-rated comments, and it feels very surface level. And for a long time, I was subbed to Mundane Matt, mostly to see what's going on. You know, even if I didn't watch the video, I could see, oh, people are outraged about this right now. And I think over time, maybe it just, he's been doing it for so long, it just, the lack of enthusiasm, lack of creativity is starting to show.
What would be your advice for him?
Oh man, that's a tough one.
And don't go like somebody did last night. Don't talk about nooses and stuff like that. But I mean, constructive advice. Yes.
Man, you know, because I don't hate I love hating on Mundane Matt, but I don't actually hate the guy. I think he's a bit of an ass, but it doesn't really go much beyond that. I think if he wanted to improve his content, he could work on the editing a little bit. I think he could probably remove his cam. I would say the same thing to Sargon. Like, we don't need to look. You're not a handsome fella. Just close that out.
Hey, I learned that a long time ago, sir. That's why we have an audio show instead of a video one. Yes.
And maybe there's something he can focus on and do this channel on the side, so he can so his passion can shine through. I think a lot of it right now is it's his job, so he's doing stuff that he's not too passionate about. He's trying to pay the bills, as opposed to trying to find new and invigorating ways to produce his content or to present what he is saying. Because most of the time he's saying very milquetoast, very non-controversial, dare I say, non-critical, non-creative inputs on things. I don't know. I think he could work a little bit harder.
Would you call them mundane comments?
Yes.
It's not about that. What about him? I mean, he seems to, and not all the time, but just the vast majority of the time, he kind of seems to ride the fence a lot, right? And kind of stick his finger, in the wind, or not go too far out there in either direction to where he can shift if needed. I guess that would be a thing for me. And also, I guess it was 2 or 3 weeks ago now, he just started shooting on everybody. And most of this was like a conversation in private on Discord that was recorded, and then it was, released. And a lot of the stuff he was saying about Shoe on Head, and Armor Skeptic, and I think he even went at Jim. Like, some of the stuff he said, and you're just like, wow, that's kind of funny. Like, I never would expect Monday Matt to say shit like that. And it was kind of refreshing, whether you agree with it or not. And then he immediately backed off all that. I don't like the person I've become, and I didn't get enough sleep, and I was drunk, and all this shit. It's like, dude, why didn't you just roll with that? That was a perfect way to kind of reinvent your career, and you just shit on it. Like,
Yes. I thought he was the best when he was doing that, when he did that on those recordings. I was like, holy shit, Monday Night
They were
Action.
good, and I didn't agree with all of them, but like, it was like, wow, that's fucking refreshing. Why does he make videos like that? I might actually want to see them.
Like, right now, he's just an AP blotter. Like, you can read down the AP's tweet and be like, oh, okay.
Well, yeah, and guess what? I already have the AP blotter. Like, that's not a problem.
I know, that's the thing. Like, that's all he does. When he shot back at them for that kind of stuff, it was great because it showed some of his personality, and that's what you need to do. You need to bring something to the table. You can't just like read an article and be like, yeah, this is it, and then put your opinion into it. You got to be funny. You got to be real. That goes to the audience, and people are sick and tired of just the same old, and that's, these skeptics have been doing the same thing for what, years?
Yes, years.
Non-controversial.
Going on decade now. The Geeker says that must be a sturdy fucking fence. Wow.
And that's another problem. They don't take a solid opinion on anything. It's infuriating. Just pick a side. Stick with your side. Don't be like, oh, woe is me. I can't pick a side. This and that. I like both people. I like both of this. No, pick a fucking side. Do it.
I know. Wait. Here's another tweet from Jarbo. He says, "Don't come at me over a quote real job when you don't even do this as a real job. You may not agree with how I earn my living, but I provide for my family, work 7 days a week, and pay a shitload in taxes. One day you'll understand that." Now let me say this. It does take some work, does take some, effort and stuff to, I won't say it's minimal effort, but you have to think. So, before we're doing the show, I'm like, what are we going to talk about? Maybe the segments, who can I get on? Some nights I can't get anybody on. So then I'm like, oh, what are we doing? It does take some work, but there's a difference between that and an actual job. I will say it's still a job, but it's not. I would still put a 9 to 5 or especially a 9 to 5 like manual labor service type career way above that in terms of effort. It's just, I have so much respect for those people compared to me, and I think some of these YouTube folks, and by the way, that's going to lead into this clip. Did you see the Sargon clip yesterday, Wild Small?
Do you mean the one from today where he calls out Andy Worski?
No. We are going to talk about that, but it's this one. If you'll go to the lounge chat, I played this last night.
I saw this. Okay, because this is from a couple of days ago, I think, or maybe a week ago.
Yeah. Did you see this where it's so hard being Sargon?
I did.
All right, good. We're gonna play it again, and it's in the lounge if you want to see it. But it's kind of goes in that same vein. Look. Is it hard sometimes to see mean things about you and your wife and your people you like and stuff like that? Yeah, it is. But not really.
Your wife's dinosaur.
Look, okay, people are going to say mean things. So what? You signed up for this. Like, we're doing this stream. There's over 1,000 people watching us right now. what did you think was going to happen? Of course, some of these people hate you. Some of these people are just looking for you to spurg out. Like, that's part of the deal. When you put yourself in the public arena, that's what you get. I mean, you get guess what? You get people, they sent me a free vape. You get people that are like, I love your show, and this, made me think about something differently, and I really, appreciate what you do. But you also get, I hope you'll die. You also get, fuck your wife. You also get, you're a piece of shit, and they're going through all your personal history. I mean, it's the same, it's two sides of the same coin. So you knew what you were getting. If you didn't want that, fucking go away. Like, I mean, it's very simple. Anyway, sorry, I'll
Are
stop.
you saying that when you open yourself up to the public space,
Yes,
that you open yourself up to being a target?
That's exactly what I'm saying, JF. All right, let me play this. Let me play this Sargon clip. Once again, we played it last night. Although you can't see that stream on YouTube, but you know where you can see it, or excuse me, listen to it. SoundCloud.com/The Ralph Retort. We're also on iTunes. If you'll just search The Ralph Retort. I couldn't leave that one up on YouTube because it got a little too hairy. I had to take it down. Anyway, here's the Sargon clip right now.
Sargon's trying to say you have a stressful job is a joke and insult to normies. Acknowledge your privilege, you toff. Dude, my job's unbelievably stressful. Honestly, if we were to swap places, you would suddenly learn how stressful my job is. You know that there are tens of thousands of people who just outright hate me. And they come and say, and they try to hurt my feelings in the most cutting way possible. It doesn't work, but they try.
Oh, it doesn't work.
The fact
Never.
that tens of thousands of people try this all the time, it's like,
no, it doesn't work.
It's not for weak-minded people. That's what this is. It's not for weak-minded people at all. But yeah, so you're wrong, dude. I'm sorry.
It doesn't work, of course. It does not work. I'm just saying. By the way, I'll be the first to admit, some of the comments do work. I mean, like, I'll read something and like, wow, like, oh, that kind of did hurt a little bit, to be honest with you. But you just move on, and they hurt less and less the more you're exposed to it. So years ago, they like really hurt, and now it's like whatever. Maybe a little ding, and then that's it. But you signed up for this, so. That's kind of always been my point. You signed up for this, and Zidane, I'll let you get in next. But first, since we have an honored guest here, Wild Smile, what do you say to the Sargon discussion here?
I would trade him my 9-to-5 job for his Patreon in a fucking heartbeat.
Yeah, and I think 9 out of 10, if not more, would. So,
I mean, I work as a server, right? So I work directly with the public.
Oh, a straight service industry job then. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been doing this job for 10 years, and I just turned 29, so that should give you an idea. I've been doing this longer than I went to fucking school damn near. It's a decent job, but just the specific assholes you run into just make it a fucking headache. And something I was reading a while back of doing a server job is supposedly, I can't cite the statistic right now, but is apparently more stressful than a brain surgeon's job.
What the fuck?
And every person
I don't even doubt that, to be honest with you. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, every person I've heard that from says, yeah, sounds about right. I waited tables once, never do it again.
Now you can make you can make great money off waiting tables, especially if you're really good. Like, I mean, you can make a killing. But you have to deal with yeah, I don't know. It's just I think most people, when they hear somebody like Sargon, or even somebody like me on a much lower level in terms of, making money and stuff, like, oh, this job is so hard, and how do you do this, and oh, you gotta be mentally tough. Like, it's just, come on, dude. Like, seriously. It's ridiculous.
I just want to know how they handle a fat bitch that's mad that she's not getting a 5% discount. Because
you have no idea.
Expired the day before.
I said this to the lady at the pizza shop the other day. She says, "How was your day?" I said, Al Bundy, when he said, fat lady came into the shoe store today. Every fat woman came into the fucking restaurant today. Every last fucking one of them. And every last one of them needed 20 Diet Pepsis.
Oof.
And then they're so salty, like, oh, you didn't come to my table enough, or maybe you came to the table too much. I've seen that from people too. It's like, why are you here so much? You're interfering with our conversation. So it's like, it's this intricate balance that you kind of, and of course, if you do it for years and years, you're a lot better at it. You kind of know, but still, You have to account for the prickly people and just they're oh, this burger is not cooked enough, and send this back. Oh man, I do not envy
The
that.
customer is supposed they say the customer is always right, but the customer is never right. The customer is an asshole. Fuck you, customers.
I would much rather have a comment that said R9K yourself than hey, can I speak to your manager? You know, I'd rather it's just people talking shit on the internet. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, exactly. Jeremy Carroll in the chat says 10K a month. I can take a few mean words on the internet. I'm a fat drunk ex-vet with 2 ex-wives. Come at me, faggots. Yeah, I think most people said that. Let me read these 2 super chats though. One's from Hyphen, and he says, and I still don't know if that's an hyphen or an underscore, but whatever.
Maybe it's an M dash.
Yes, the Jews killed Seth Rich and Matt's YouTube views. Politically Incorrect says you get over 8K on Patreon and 150K for your lawsuit. He's talking about Sargon. Yeah, it's a really tough life. Imagine you got sued in real life, and guess what? A lot of people get sued in real life all the fucking time. But instead of having to pay your legal bills on your own, like most fucking normal people, you say, I'm a fucking popular YouTuber, I'll start a GoFundMe and have all my fans fucking chip in that money. And not only do they chip in the money, I think he asked for 40,000 pounds. And people can correct me if I'm wrong. This motherfucker got over 100,000 pounds. And that's more than $100,000. That's like $130,000-$40,000.
Yeah, and keep in mind, what is it, $8,000 from Patreon. He gets all of his ad revenue from his main channel. He has the Thinkery channel, which he like mass uploads on, so he gets a lot of ad revenue there. And he's got that fund, which is, I guess, for his lawsuit. But on top of all of that, he still wants to charge people $125 to listen to him read one of his YouTube videos live.
By the way, let me correct this. He asked for 40,000 pounds. He got 94,518 pounds. So it wasn't over 100,000 pounds, but it was over double what he asked for. And if you do that in dollars, hold on, we're doing this live, of course. That would be $126,547, and I left off the 3 cents. So he got over $125,000 for his lawsuit fund. Which, you know what? I actually, you know, as much as we kind of, you know, poke fun at Sargon, I actually think he's in the right on his lawsuit. But like, just imagine a regular person dealing with something like that, and it doesn't have to be a, you know, copyright lawsuit or DMCA lawsuit, whatever. Just a regular lawsuit. It's like, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna set up a fucking fund and just have my fucking friends and fans, listeners, whatever, donate to it. Like, it just can't happen. Like, it's just
the four of us would be screwed.
No, dude, I'd be fucked. Even me now, I would be completely fucked. Like, like we have a decent audience here on this stream, but like, I don't know. It's just ridiculous. Politically Incorrect on the super chat says, I've been in the service industry for a while. You earn it. Someone like Sargon works hard as fuck at it. I can't read that. Someone like Sargon works hard as fuck at it. Look much more mainstream support he's got. Look at how much more mainstream support he's got. I think is what he meant. But yeah, look, comparing this to a fucking actual job is just fucking ridiculous. And I'm not saying there's no effort that goes into it. That's untrue, because I actually do put effort into these shows, but like comparing it to a real job, it's stupid. So that's my take, my hot take.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really hard to make SJW videos for 10 years.
Oh,
SJWs are bad. Oh, damn, give me 94.
Look at this psycho tranny. Oh god, yeah, no, it's not the hardest job, is it?
Look at this SJW that did something stupid on the internet. Let's laugh at them. Ha 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 ha.
Does he kind of look like Ricky to you guys from Trailer Park Boys in this picture?
Now ask Sargon what the real problem in England is, and he'll never tell you what it is, because he can't take an opinion on you know, serious topics. But you know, that blue hair over there, oh, he'll go off on them.
It's a 20-stage plan, and he can't really count to 20, so it's like 1, 2, 3, question mark, question mark, question mark, save the West right at the bottom.
I'll tell you exactly what Sargon would say. Well, it's a multifaceted problem. There's many different vectors. We have to solve numerous issues before we can tackle the major issues.
That's literally what he
Like, all right.
says. Yeah.
I know.
Let me read this from Politically Incorrect in the regular chat. He says, I was making a point on how much public support he had. He asked for $75K with the lawsuit. Yeah, I mean, he just completely doubled what he asked for, which is fine. I actually agree with him, but on the lawsuit, and then, okay, speaking of Sargon, and this was one of the original topics. I don't know, is it still on the screen? Yeah, it is. It's on the crawl down at the bottom, but I actually took it out of the video description. But Sargon put out a video today on the Thinkery, and I saw you tweet about it as well, Wild Small. And he put out a challenge to Andy Worski on Ark. This actually really happened. And should we play? Like, I haven't watched the actual video.
It's pure autism.
It's only 57 seconds. Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
sure.
Well, we'll just watch it then. How about that? And I did tweet about it, and I made a joke about it. It's like, oh, am I gonna have to fucking like kick Sargon's ass in Ark because he won't come on the show because he's a cuck? But actually, I'm not gonna play Ark because that takes so much time out of the day. And also, Sargon has like 19,000 hours or however many fucking, however long he's played it. Like, I have no doubt that Sargon is going to win this challenge. Like, it's just like
there's no winning.
It'd be like Sargon saying, "I'm gonna challenge Ralph in NBA 2K that I played for like 20 years almost." It's like, okay, yeah, all right, let's do it. I mean, it's just not gonna happen. I mean, there is some aspect like, oh, is it fun? Yeah, okay, but part of me says, why even play into Sargon's fucking faggotry here? Because he just trying to look cool, trying to look, I'm cool, guys. Here I am, and he's not cool at all. He's being a fucking complete piece of shit the last, I don't even know how many months. Just crying about shit, whining about Jim, and talking about dox yourself, Jim. Show up at my talks, Jim. Oh, Ralph. Finally respond to you after a month and a half, and it's just me whining about your fucking tweet that you made that Jim having to quote tweet. What a fucking piece of shit. Like, what a coward.
Yeah, he pretty much is. I don't know why he doesn't.
Oh, but now he wants to play Ark. Now he wants to do an Ark challenge.
You got to meet on the Ark battlefields apparently before he.
Yeah, meet me on Ark and help me take care of my wife's dinosaur.
He's challenging Andy to dinosaur blood sports.
It's ridiculous.
Bro, that's so true.
Is it not? It's fucking crazy. Like,
it's
somebody
funny.
said you're spurging, Ralph. Maybe so. I don't know, but it's just so fucking crazy to me. Like.
But this legit happened, and then Andy had an hour stream.
But wait. Sargon said, "I don't want to have anything." He literally told me this. This is why I stay, and he cited my tweet. All my tweet was all it was making fun of his Facebook post, and I said, in my original tweet, I said, "Oh, and Medicare, here's another one of your 24-hour ops, exposed by Sargon the Big Brained." And he actually took it was I was laughing about it, but he like took offense at that, and he said, "This is why I stay as far away as I can from your community." And then now he's doing this Ark challenge, and it's just like, man, you're a fucking I don't know.
Sargon may have the experience, however, we have one thing that he does not. We have the bees. We have the bees.
Is it integrity? I don't know, because I don't feel like he has that.
A high T count?
We have an army of angry bees.
Two testicles? I don't really know. Like, it's just I just think it's pathetic. But let's go ahead and play it. No matter what I think, let's play it. Here's 56 seconds of the liberalist kingpin, Sargon himself, laying down an Ark challenge that he is 100% guaranteed to win. But anyway, let's play it now.
So I heard on the grapevine that Andy Worski was planning, along with a bunch of his subscribers, to raid my Ark server while I was away. But unfortunately, they couldn't do it because while I was away, I was planning on shutting down the Ark server. But I actually don't have to do that now. So I've reset the Ark server and I've installed it on a new map called Hope. I did this the other day, so there's literally no one who's been on it. And I'm saying, Andy, that you're too much of a pussy, and I'm calling you fucking out. Come on, if you think you're hard enough, my son. You can set up your tribe on the east side of the map, I'll set up my tribe on the west side of the map, and we'll find out who has the most dangerous autists on the internet. And I'm telling you it's me, because your subscribers are all cucks. Just like you. You're not going to make it. You're not going to be able to do anything. And basically we'll set up on the west side and then come over and colonize the east side, and you won't do anything about it because you're a fucking pussy. Links in the description.
Alright, that is literally the whole video.
He even chuckled at the end.
Yep.
He did the classic Sargon chuckle at the end. Yeah, he did.
That's why I changed my name to Turok, Wife's Dinosaur Hunter.
And
I'm coming for you.
Look, I was joking about it on Twitter, and people were like, wow, Ralph's in on this. Like, no, it's super cringe. And, let me say this. Andy's a friend, or I don't even know, friend, associate, whatever. I like him. I hope he wins. I would love to see him beat the fuck out of Sargon in Ark, but am I gonna play? No. And I do have Ark because somebody gave it to me like 2 years ago. But when I played it the last time, which was 2 years ago, it was super fucking buggy, and I just like hated it. I think it's better now, but I just don't see the point. I mean, Sargon's he's gonna kill. What is the point in this? And especially when he's such a fucking cuck, he won't show up on this show, he won't show up on other shows. Like, what? Why even reward that? Why even participate in anything he has to do? Has to be involved with. I don't know.
We can still have fun with it. If we can voice chat with him still, it'll be one hell of a shit show.
Yeah.
No, that's true. That's true. There were also some ideas, posited that perhaps we could join Sargon's team and subvert it from the inside. I do know that, but and by the way, Sepsin says, you bought that shit. It's your favorite game. I literally have not bought it. You can look at my Steam. Like, I don't even use Steam that much, but you can look. I do have Ark. I think it's the Ralph Retort on Steam. I think I played it for like maybe an hour max. So, I mean, part of me says, yeah, let's go play it. Let's go fuck Sargon up. But I know it's not going to happen because I don't have any like real experience in the game. Plus, he's such a cuck. Like, he's so smug with this. I don't know. Am I being negative here? I'm not sure.
I don't know. I'm with Wild. It might be a little fun. It might be a little fun if he's on voice and we can fuck with him a little bit.
But is he gonna do that? Like,
I don't know. We'll see. He seems to want it. To want to do this. He'll make a video about it if he didn't. So we'll see if he's there. Even if not, if we fuck with him a little bit.
So you're trying to say, oh, I should just show up and see? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah, you could go in and be like a reporter in there.
I'll be the reporter dinosaur.
You could stream it. You could get both sides, talk to him, and see what happens.
Maybe me and his wife and her dinosaur will be sitting on the sidelines, and we'll see what happens. Super chats. AJ Illicit says people often think CEOs do little work. They're wrong. They are wrong. In almost every case, CEOs do a lot of work, and even if they don't do much work, they had to do a ton of work to get to be CEO. So yeah. Rex Quando says Wizard of Cause is running for office. Blow him the fuck out live. What is he running for?
This is news to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I literally do not know. I'm looking through his.
Well, I have his video right now. It's a video he did on his YouTube.
Oh, that he's running for something?
Yeah.
He's a fucking complete idiot, by the way. But let me look through his videos. Oh, I see it. Oh, God, 16 minutes? Are you serious? We can't be expected to watch that.
No.
Yeah, I can't do that. Not here.
Now, let me ask you, can we watch a minute and maybe get the gist of it?
I'm not against that.
I mean, are we
Yeah,
gonna
they-
actually know what's happening though if we watch a minute? Has anybody here watched it? I guess is what I'm saying.
I have not.
No. Who watches Wizards of Cause's stuff?
He's a fucking loser. All right. Oh, excuse me. I'm not supposed to say that. We shouldn't just call people losers. Although, no, I'll make an exception for Wizard of Cause. All right, we're gonna watch 1 minute of this video. I'm running for office. I'm sure that will work out great. I'm sure he's gonna win whatever he's running for. This is the total Brianna Wu type. Oh God.
Are we sure that Wizard of Cause isn't just Jeff Holiday after he took a shower?
All these people are the same though, isn't it? Like Brianna Wu is like, oh, I'm a complete fucking loser weirdo. Let me run for office and get some press. Fucking Wizard of Cause, same deal. Like, and if you look at even Sargon, he's like, oh, it's such a hard job. All these people are so mean to me. Same shit fucking Anita and Zoe were saying. Like, it's just, if you just sit around long enough, you hang around the riverbanks long enough, all these people are gonna float by on the same fucking raft in the same fucking position eventually. Is that a fair assessment, or am I just being like out of bounds? I don't know.
That's kind of how I see it. A lot of these people started and wanted to become famous, and now once there is kind of an option, you can get big off of YouTube. I think a lot of people decided to start trying to tread softly, to not break, walk on eggshells, so to speak. They don't want to alienate some of their audience. They don't want to become demonetized or worse, terminated. And I think that has caused a lot of people from being less sincere than they would be normally, and a lot of people are picking up on that.
It's pathetic. Like, look, we've gotten what, 2 strikes on this channel within the last month, 6 weeks. Now, luckily, we got them both reversed, which is just unbelievable. I'm still in shock that we're here live on our own channel, but it didn't make me say no. I will say this: it might make me say maybe a certain language I might need to tone back on, or police, so to speak. But I didn't say I need to change the whole tone of what I'm doing, or I can't hang with these people, I can't talk to these people. Never. I would never want to do that, because that's just complete sellout. Like, so that's just me personally, but I guess other people have different ideas. All right, let's play 1 minute of this. I'm running for office, Wizard of Cause. He has his finest vest on here. Let's give him a chance. Let's give him a chance, guys. 1 minute right now.
Hello there.
Hello.
I'd like to direct your attention over here. What is this?
What is
this? What on earth could this be? Such an official-looking document. Why, I do believe that is a declaration of candidacy for state office.
Is that right?
My name is Nicholas Goroff. I'm also known as the Wizard of Cause, and I'm running for state rep in Ward 3, Manchester, for the state of New Hampshire.
Oh, Jesus
And I'd like to
Christ.
tell you why.
What is this?
At least he said what he
Is
was
this his
running
standard intro? I don't watch his channel, but
I guess.
What the fuck?
This guy. This guy is a turbo faggot.
That was T.S. Eliot, too, that I was reading.
So hello, everyone. A warm welcome to all returning subscribers and viewers.
All right, we're gonna give it 2
hearty
minutes
hello
just
to
for
all
fun.
the trickle of new people coming in. And if you've discovered this video because of the campaign,
What the
which I'll
fuck?
be officially
This is
launching
awful.
soon, well, welcome as well. So, as I said, my
How
name
drunk is he
Nicholas
right
Goroff,
now?
also
Drunker
known as
than me,
Wizard
I
of
would
Cause. And as of
suspect.
today, June 12th.
Why is he
this
talking
a
like a
Tuesday,
vampire?
year 2018. I have officially filed to
talking
become a
like
libertarian
this
candidate for
for whatever
state
reason.
rep for my city here in Manchester. Now, why is it that I'm running for state office? Well, if you're new to this channel, you're not familiar with my work, I did spend roughly about nearly about 10 years on the professional left, working as a
is that right?
PAC contractor and campaign consultant, a whole variety and myriad of capacities that I'll probably actually cover in a video in the future once again.
I'll be looking out for
having
that.
stepped
Yeah.
away from that, I largely left my politics to the world of criticism and critique.
Sure.
Both a writer and a YouTuber, I've been known as something of a political animal for quite a while. Now, it was
Political. Hold on, I gotta pause it at 1:59. Maybe we'll play some more. He is a political animal. What in the fuck?
He does have the charisma of a rodent.
He's a political animal. Oh man.
You know, my favorite part of the Kilroy thing, it was the after party, and throughout Jeff Holiday's 360 camera jamboree, where he went and showcased his little 360 camera to everybody. At the beginning of the stream, you see Wizard of Cause talking to a lady, like her, you could tell she was trying to get away, but she was trying to be nice to, let him talk, let him keep flirting at her. And at the end of the stream, like 40 minutes later, he's still there, like looking around as he's like trying to like talk her up. It was fucking pathetic, man.
Wizard of Pause.
Yeah. What do you think his chances are?
Slim to none.
0.
Let me ask you this. This might actually be beneficial towards him, but who do you think has a better chance, Brianna Wu in the primary that they're running in September, or Wizard of Pause here?
I gotta say Brianna Wu, because at least at least that person can use their identity as an extra step to get up. Like, that's hey, fair. Look, I'm part of one of the protected groups. Wizard of Pause is just another fucking white male.
You know what? That's a fair take. What do you think, Zidane?
I was gonna. Neither of them are gonna win, but if I had to bet, the problem is once Brianna Wu gets on stage and she fucking says something, everybody knows she's completely nuts. I think Wizard of Cause, whatever.
Just say they.
Them, their, whatever it is at this point. Yeah, they'll just come off as fucking completely nuts. But Wizard of Cause might be able to fake it, at least in a debate anyway.
Nah, so I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in.
But
in
he also might get drunk and do it, which would be hilarious.
Yeah. He's a real blowhard. Like this guy is just, I don't know. Rex Quando says 0.26% chance, just like his back. Oh, excuse me. His back as in blood alcohol level.
He just seems like the kind of guy that farts in a room and just like breathes in deeply. Self-satisfied with it.
Why do all these YouTube people think they can run for office?
Because they have vastly overestimated their importance to the public dialogue due to instant responses on social media and YouTube that makes them think they're vastly more important than they actually are.
You know what would really piss all of them off if we put Jake Paul in office?
No, but you know what? That is literally what it is. It's this instant dopamine, and these people really fucking care. They're commenting on all my videos, and they're watching them live, and this and that. Yes, they are. I mean, it is a tool, and it is something. But they have taken that to mean I'm an important person now. I'm a fucking public figure now, and I can fucking run for office. Of course, I can run for office, and it's a joke. Like
Also, people say I sound like I'm in a wind tunnel. I'm trying to fix it.
Fix it. All right. Yeah, I don't even know. Should we play more of that?
I think we got the gist.
I think so too. I mean, part of me wants to say one more minute, but the other sensible part of me says don't do it. And I do have the other subject on the crawl that we haven't even talked about yet, and it is Laci Green on pedos. And then here we have Laci Green's Tumblr, which is titled Cunt Warrior, which I didn't realize till the other day.
No.
Totally red-pilled.
Cunt Warrior. She says, unfiltered and occasionally drunk blog goddess. A mishmash of things I enjoy. Yes. A blog goddess. With her unusual gum to teeth ratio. Anyway, here's the I was gonna say question, but it was the other word for question. Query. There it is. And we're live. We're doing it live. Here's the query that was put to her. You do realize there's a whole lot of sex-positive blogs that condone pedophilia, right? That your movement isn't the only sex-positive movement. and that there's a pretty big pedophile acceptance movement on Tumblr, and that people like me and my friends have been told we were kink shaming for saying pedophilia is disgusting and should never be condoned, and that everyone should accept people who engage in things like pedophilia and bestiality as long as they're not, quote, hurting people. That's who my post was directed at, those people. And she says, I understand context is important. Seems this is another case of, really, Tumblr? Not condoning pedophilia is a kink, not condoning pedophilia is a kink, is kink shaming? Question. It truly amazes me how far removed some people on this site are from the real world. This seems to be part of your frustration, which I totally understand. I'm sure such people are well-intentioned and can make some convincing arguments, but as you have acknowledged, they seem to misunderstand what it means to hurt people. Pedophilia and bestiality are non-consensual practices, as you know, that hurt people, children, blah, 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 blah. Thoughts about children or animals are harder to police, so the focus turns to deterring action through therapies, support networks, etc. In order to deter action, we must make a world where people will not be shunned for admitting deviancy. So while pedophilia is not okay, we must also remember to treat pedophiles as human beings. And that was the money quote. There's more. This is the shoe on head quote that I posted a long time ago. And that was her. What is your opinion of pedophiles? And she said there's two different types. The side kink still pretty fucked up, but they are able to date and love and be attracted to grown women as well. And then 2, only attracted to children and cannot imagine sex or love with anyone past puberty. Second one is the more severe one. As long as neither act on these urges or put any children in danger, we can't really thought police them or do anything. Therapy might help. Therapy and anime.
I'm still here. I'm not going to do that again.
What do you think about these passages? Should we just have pedophile acceptance and just try to help these people?
There's only one way to help them.
No, don't. What do you think, Wild Smile? Without going there,
well, I think there's nothing harmless about a free helicopter ride.
Sounds almost appealing, to be honest with you.
They can see the peaceful sunset from high up.
Exactly.
Agreed with that.
Yeah, I have a hard time disagreeing with that myself.
There's been a push for this quite recently. Somebody sent me an article. It's from 2010, but it's Theresa May saying that, look, pedophiles should be able to adopt. What's your problem? You know, it's ridiculous.
What?
She said that?
I'll send you the article.
What the fuck?
Post it in the lounge. Go ahead and post it in the lounge so I can grab it sooner. Or you can DM it to me either way, but just let me know. Yeah, I would like to see that.
Holy shit.
Oh, wait, I see. Oh, yeah, you're a mod. I forgot. I can just pull it up there.
Yeah, I put it in both chats. I haven't read through the article yet. Somebody sent this to me earlier, though. A loyal sub.
Holy shit.
What the fuck?
That's not a title. That's not a...
By the way, you have a different definition of a loyal sub than me, but that's a sex joke. But anyway, Theresa May says, the article says, sex offenders, including pedophiles, should be allowed to adopt. Theresa May told the fuck?
Top-notch journalism, as always, from Telegraph.
Wow. That's pretty,
Jeez.
And this is almost 10 years old. Or, yeah, it's 10 years old. So, they might even want to fuck this article.
Oh, there's a safe chance they do. Oh, man. I don't even know what to say to that. Maybe we should just play Ark and worry about raising our dinosaurs in response to that. I'm not sure.
See, this is all a 24-hour op of Sargon's to get us all raising dinosaurs in a digital world while he's out saving the West.
I gotta say, that was... Sargon's he's been a complete bitch lately, but that was pretty, slick of him to do the whole Ark thing, because he knows so many people yeah, let's do the Ark, let's do it. Even me, I was tweeting about it, laughing about it, but, I mean, it's complete misdirection, complete spurgery.
I'm still reading through this article. It's bad, dude.
Can we get Wizard's ugly face off the screen? Yeah, that's a good request. What, you'd rather me replace it with Monday Matt? Is that what your request was? Jesus. Oh, here's something I meant to talk about. Allison Chablos, woman who posted anti-Semitic song about Auschwitz theme park, found guilty by the courts. This was in May. She's about to be sentenced. Actually, she's going to be sentenced today. Also, the World Cup starts today. And by today, I mean June 14th, which it is now here on the East Coast of the United States. A woman has been convicted for performing grossly offensive anti-Semitic songs that included lyrics calling Auschwitz a theme park. Alison Chablos, 54, sang her compositions at a meeting of the far-right London Forum group, whose leader, Jeremy Bedford Turner, has been separately jailed for stirring up racial hatred. A judge at Westminster Magistrates Court found Chablos had violated laws criminalizing gross offense and intended to insult Jewish people. District Judge John Zanni delayed her sentencing until June 14th, but told the court, on the face of it, this does pass the custody threshold. Chablos, a Swiss-British dual national, had uploaded tunes to YouTube, including one defining the Nazi death camp Auschwitz as a theme park just for fools and the gas chambers as a proven hoax. The songs were partly set to traditional Jewish folk music with lyrics like, "Did the Holocaust ever happen? Was it just a bunch of lies?" Seems that some intend to pull the wool over our eyes. Oh
my god. Another one.
Chablos told the court her songs were satire and claimed some Jewish people found them funny. But while being cross-examined in March, she called for an official investigation into the number of victims killed in the so-called Holocaust and claimed there was no proof
Gotcha, bitch.
that gas chambers existed. Oh, okay. Did we have enough of this article? I don't even know if I can read the
Oh shit!
Oh god. Anyway, I think you got the gist. She's gonna be sentenced today. I don't know how long she's gonna get, but well, Smile, how long should this woman spend in prison? What do you think?
Well, I've seen a lot of pictures of people at Auschwitz, and there are a lot of pictures of them smiling and drinking wine and being happy. I don't know, look like a theme park to me.
I disavow. What do you think, Zidane?
6 gorillion years.
I think that might be yes. I think that's a fair sentence. What about you, Gator?
I think we have a new queen.
Is she Argal? Is that what you're saying?
Is there?
She's Argal.
Anywhere, by the way.
Joe Jessup in the chat says, Ralph, you're gonna trigger Lauren. This is bad objects. Oh shit. I mean, I was just reading from a mainstream media article. I don't have any opinions on this. I'm just reading it, you know.
Gordon George in chat said Holocauster Tycoon 1943.
Oh, Jesus.
Fucking dead. I want to get off Mr. Bones' wild ride. The ride never ends.
What is even? By the way, you want to know where I heard about this? And I vaguely heard about it before, but I was in. Is this still going on live now? Hold on. So Baked Alaska came back earlier tonight. I don't know if you guys saw that.
He was making some beats.
Yeah, he was being a complete fucking retarded person, and he actually came back and did a lounge, whatever he called it, a lounge episode. And I watched it. He was on there talking. I actually went in the chat and I said, "Oh yeah, you know, good to see you back, whatever." I was kind of fucking with him, and he said, "Yeah, you know what? I forgive you, Ralph, and you know what? It's all good. All you people that talk shit about me, I forgive you." Which. Okay, thank you. And then I said, you know what, Baked? I forgive you too. Thank you. I forgive you too. It's all good now. We've forgiven each other. And then I tuned out the stream because it was completely fucking like ridiculous. Like I don't know, it was complete autism. And so yeah, go ahead, Wasmo.
Sorry, I was flabbergasted looking at his stream, man.
Are you
it's
watching
literally,
now?
It's an empty room. It's 2 cameras of an empty room.
We just pulled it up.
Amiibos.
Yeah, we pulled it up live on the stream, and it's literally, you can see bananas, which I like bananas too, especially with peanut butter. Peanut butter bananas, they can't be beat. They're so delicious. But like and this has been going on for hours. There is nothing happening on any of these cameras. Now, some of the cameras are duplicates, because if you see these 3 right here, they're like the same fucking pictures. And on both sides, actually, right and left, it's the same fucking camera.
That's weird.
He's trying to give the illusion of what? I don't even know. 6 different cameras, and there's only 2 different cameras. And there's literally nothing going on. I think his cat was walking around earlier. But that's it. Yeah. Is this supposed to be like entertaining content? I don't even know. Not that I'm the master or anything, but what the fuck? Like, you could at least come on camera. Is this not ridiculous? Or is this just me? I don't... Yeah, that was the thing. So, go ahead. No, go ahead, Wild Small.
You know what? Sure. Oh, sorry.
It's pretty much the lowest effort entertainment you can imagine.
It's terrible. So I went in chat earlier, and this is the second time I went in chat. So the first time was when he was actually on screen. I actually see his Siamese cat right now, which is the best part of anything Baked Alaska. Siamese cats are fucking like genius, cool as fuck. Anyway, I won't talk about that. But I went into his stream earlier, and he was sitting out in the sun. I don't know where the fuck he was. I mean, I'm assuming somewhere in Los Angeles. And he was on that stream. But so this one, when I went in, and this was three hours ago at least, and I was like, what's going on? Like, this is boring as fuck. What's happening here? And then somebody said it was a statement piece, and that he was in church. He was in church, and he was going to join chat later on and speak live while he was in church. And that's all I heard. Like, that was the only explanation for this that I heard. And what I said was, I would have expected Baked Alaska, after all these weeks, he got disowned by Ice Poseidon, he got, shit on by Blood Sports or whatever you want to call it. Like, could you have not thought of a better comeback style than this? Like, this is completely ridiculous. What is this? What is it? How many subs has he lost? How many subs has he lost? Like, I haven't looked on Social Blade, but like, what the fuck is he doing? I don't understand.
I don't think he knows either.
Almost anything would have been better than this. Honestly, what would have been better? Keeping your shit shut down until you figure out what the fuck you're gonna do. Like, I don't know. It's just mind-boggling.
I'm looking at his Social Blade right now, and he's lost 500 subs just since he started the stream.
No shit. My God. All right, now I gotta pull it up. Wow. And you know what? I have no problems doubting that, because
that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense, because you're watching this, you're like, what's happening? I'm waiting on something to happen. Oh, it's not happening. Click. Or on the other hand, you're just like, oh, this guy still exists. I'm still subbed to this fucking loser. Let me unsub. Like, that would be the other response. But
why didn't he just stop it? Like, you're not there. It's just your couch. Why?
By the way, we saw Millennial Matt took over his other channel like a week ago. And I guess the reason he let him have it was because he was going to come back on his main channel after the 3 months. But if that was a strategy, I don't really know. Like, so I'm sitting here looking. Yeah, and if you look at what Wild Small said, like, it's all red all the way down. But you look Wednesday minus 442, Thursday minus 64. By the way, Thursday is today. That just happened an hour ago. So he's due to lose another 200, 300, 400 just today. So
it's like a sub a minute.
Yeah, it's gonna keep going up.
That's insane.
And I actually reiterated. I'll have him on the Killstream. If let me put this out there, if he will take open calls, I will have him on the Killstream. How about that? Does that sound fair?
Yeah, 100%.
Only if he'll take open calls. That's the only way. Now, I know some people. So Patrick Little was on. There were a couple other people on. They're like, Ralph's shielding him so he won't take open calls. No, it was really just because it was easier. He doesn't really understand Discord enough. He doesn't use it that much. That was why. Richard Spencer. The reason we had to do it the second time Richard Spencer came on, we had to go to Hangouts. He has used Discord, but for some reason it wasn't working that time. He's down to take open calls every time. So almost every single time that we've had to use Hangouts, and people are like, "Oh, you're shielding people. You don't want them to take open calls." No, that's not the case. So I love open calls. We did open calls with JF just tonight. So
yep,
that's like the trademark of our show. Before anyone else was doing open calls in this quote unquote community, which I hate using that term, guess who was doing it, Zidane?
We were.
And we
loved
loved
it.
it.
Thing. The first time we came on, we were like, doing
and we
open
loved
calls.
it. Actually, I'll tell the truth. Actually, it was okay. On Fridays, we're gonna do open calls.
Yeah.
And then we expanded the show, and so many people were watching and stuff. It's like, okay, we're just gonna do open calls every single night because it's just easier that way. Speaking of open calls, there is one person in the green room, and he must be a champion because we've been running our mouth for a solid hour without taking a call. Do you think this is going to be a good call?
He might be muted. Watch.
Oh God! Don't say that.
Oh, Gator went up there. Okay.
Gator tried to give him a lifeline. Look at
Yeah,
this.
he did.
I'm trying to help him a little bit because all this anticipation and chat is just going to eat him alive.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and preemptively turn him down a little bit though, just in case. Rhyme or reason, you're live on the air on the Killstream.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, he's good.
All right. You know, I don't know. I tried to call in a while ago. You were on a completely different subject then, but I was actually gonna tell you that Baked Alaska was live, but you guys were already talking about that.
Yeah, we're watching it. It's ridiculous. I don't know what to say. Actually, we added like 12 viewers to his live stream when we started talking about it. So
I saw it earlier when he was actually like on, because actually I was subbed to his channel, like his original channel, a long time ago, and then he switched when he got the strike. I never actually subbed to his new channel, but I was still subbed, and it popped up on my feed. I don't know, in the afternoon, and I was like, oh, just like you said, oh, I'm still subbed to this fucking guy. So I was watching him when he was actually on, you know, talking, and I don't know. I was like, you know, half of me was like, you know what? It's kind of cool that he's at least trying to do something. But then he throws this thing up, and it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, you know what? That's what I said earlier. So when he came on earlier and he was on there live and he was talking, and I went in the chat and I was trolling him a bit or whatever, and he's just like, oh, whatever. I forgive. By the way, I wasn't asking for forgiveness. I don't feel bad about any of the things we did to him, but because we were fucking, like, it wasn't even malicious. Like the first stream we did about Baked Alaska, we were just saying, wow, this is cringe. You're being cringe. Just stop being cringe. Like, it wasn't, oh, we hate Baked Alaska. Let's take him down.
He made it like,
yeah, he made it worse.
He just doubled down again and again and again.
He did that to himself. Anyway, what I'm saying is, I wasn't asking for forgiveness, but what he said earlier is like, I forgive all you guys. It's all good. And I said, yeah, okay, thanks. I forgive you too, Baked. And so he kept doing his stream. I turned it off because I had other things to do, prepare for this show and stuff. And then somebody said, oh, he's live again. Somebody sent me a link, said he's live again. And literally, this has been the shot for his live stream for the last, I don't know, 3-4 hours?
Since
4 hours almost.
Yeah,
since before this stream came on, it's a shot of his living room and a shot of his kitchen. And they've doubled that into, 6 different shots. And that's all that's been. And it's been his cat walking around. That's the entertainment on his channel. So
yeah, when I saw him on there, like when he was actually on camera, I was actually kind of like, oh, okay, you know, I kind of respect that he's at least maybe trying to do something and not, you know, I don't know, maybe try to recover his image. But honestly, I just think this guy needs to rebrand entirely and do something else. I don't think he's gonna, it's not gonna happen for him, this whatever he's trying to do with this.
I don't know.
He's trying to be an internet preacher.
I see Medicars in the chat. I don't know what he thinks about this, but like, this shit's just weird. Like, just
he's just passed out behind the sofa.
There he goes. I didn't even know he was here until I saw people in the chat saying that. Yeah, and he said Baked is passed out behind the sofa. I mean, this has literally been going on for what, 3 hours and 40 minutes, and it's just, what are these Trump baubles that he has here? Those aren't even amiibos. They're those
Russian dolls.
Yeah, it's just
those. Did you have like different inside each one's another one until you get to the smallest one? I think that's what they're. I don't know. I don't remember what they're called.
Maybe I'm missing out on something. Laci Green Reaver said, Jim, Ralph called you a, quote, professional talker. I didn't say he was a professional talker. I said out of a lot of the people that we speak about, he has the capability to be a professional talker. That's what I meant. So, and I also said Jim would absolutely hate it if I put him in that class, which I'm sure that he would. But anyway. Yes.
Well, look at who you were comparing him to, so...
Well, that's true. I mean, look at the fucking people we talk about normally. So yeah.
He's like, the fuck does that even mean?
Okay, guess what? I wasn't the one that brought up professional talker in the first place. JF was on this show earlier for like 30 or 45 minutes, and he said he only has professional talkers on his show. And then I said, I was gently poking him, by the way. I said, well, you know, Lauren Rose is some 19-year-old fresh off the boat, fucking whatever. I won't say what I was gonna say. Is she actually a professional talker? Or is she just some young little bitch on your show? Is what I meant. So, and then he kind of spun that. So then we got into the professional talker discussion in general. But yeah, I just heard my wife gasp when I called her some young little bitch. Not my wife, Lauren Rose. But yeah.
I'm curious to hear Jim's take on Sargon, him throwing the gauntlet down to Andy Worski.
Yeah, I'm actually curious to that too. Jim, are you gonna be participating? Are you gonna be participating in the Ark throwdown tomorrow, or today? Whatever the fuck day it is, I don't know.
I have a strategy. Are you familiar with the term goon swarm?
Oh, the good old Ark Wars. I
yeah,
just love that.
You gotta join it.
The one direct response Sargon makes over the last 6 weeks. Well, besides him, you know, talking shit about Jim and calling him a coward, which was just
Jim,
weird
are you going to play Ark? No.
Nope. Nope.
Yeah, I don't know. I tried to play it like I said about 20 months ago, and it was really fucking buggy, and I just didn't enjoy it. I know some people say they love it. Maybe they've improved it since then. I don't know, but it was terrible when I played it.
I would hope so. They charge $60 for it now, so.
Oh yeah, I didn't pay. Like I said, full disclosure, I didn't pay for it, but it looked cool. It looked really cool, and so somebody asked me, said, Ralph, you know what? I want to buy you a game. Like, what game can I buy you? And I said, you know what? Ark looks pretty cool. Why don't you buy me Ark? And they did. And then I instantly regretted that because I wasted my free game on fucking Ark. Like, it was a ridiculous decision. And I guess the dinosaurs got me. I don't know what it was, but
it is badly optimized. I don't know if it's badly optimized still.
No, it was terrible. It was terrible. And by the way, my computer was brand new 2 years ago whenever I was playing it. I have the same computer now, but like my shit was top of the line, and it was just like buggy and freezing my shit. Like, it was terrible. I don't know. Jim says he's busy playing Fortnite on the Switch with the real gamers. Compared to that, like I don't even. Ugh.
Did you get the Labo set up so you can have the hang glider, you know, in real life?
The Ark challenge. It's
really funny. It's really funny.
Pretty damn funny. Sargon is like, I'm willing to confront my my critics, but it has to be in an avenue of my choosing. You will come to my world, puny mortal. It came off very like edgy teenager. His whole delivery, I loved it.
Yeah.
And then he ended the video with a classic Sargon chuckle. Like, oh man, there's no is Sargon trolling us? And I don't mean just with this one video.
he
It's
is.
his whole
With that
persona
one-
just
yeah. I don't know about his whole persona, but with that, yeah, I mean that's a full troll.
Well, he's been accused of faking that accent that he has too, or embellishing his accent.
Oh yeah,
I can see that.
Yeah, I can't remember where I heard that, but I don't know. I could believe it because it does sound kind of put on.
Do we have some old, like really, really old Sargon clips? We need some clips. Even we need pre-Gamergate Sargon clips.
We have to look deep for
I
those.
mean,
Well,
that's
pre-Gamergate, he would suck anyone's dick, and after that, he got a big head and started shitting on all the same people that he was around before.
Yeah, I noticed that. Jim says I wear full Labo armor every time I game, even when using my 3DS. People stare, but fuck them. I'm a true gamer. I won't be shamed. Yeah, I don't know. The whole ARC thing, and I was joking about it on Twitter, and people were like, oh, Ralph's in on this. He's about to go ARC. I'm not gonna ARC. I do have ARC, but it's just, it's already, so Sargon has so many thousands of hours. Why am I, like, I've played it literally for like 45 minutes. I don't feel the need to.
But see,
to get in.
We
on
have
that.
absolutely nothing to lose here because he's the
Yeah,
guy that's got
you
like a
lose
billion
your-
hours.
No, you lose your standards. You lose just everything.
Standards? What if
you
you already
lose
have it?
everything? By the way, my standards aren't that high to begin with. Let's be honest. But just by participating in this Sargon shit show, I don't know. And I know Andy's involved with it. I don't want to throw him under the bus or anything, but
it might be funny.
Nah, it's gonna be trash. I'm just.
We're
telling
going
you.
to throw thousands upon thousands of naked bodies and just clog up everything.
It's absolutely going to be trash.
Well, it's gonna be cringy, but you know, it's still gonna be
No,
cringe
just
funny.
don't even like. I don't know. You just can't. You just can't. I know you two are gonna do it anyway, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. There's the Discord link. Some people wanted it.
I'm gonna name myself Ralph. And
No,
my
you
character
don't.
Ralph.
Do not. Do not.
I'm gonna name myself Mr. Medicare.
Yes.
Do not.
Perfect.
This is ridiculous. You
Mr.
cannot-
Metaturok.
Mr. Minotaur. How about that?
There you go, Mr. Minotaurok. Wife dinosaur hunter.
God damn it. And somebody said, Dark Vulgar said, name the clan Ralph Amels.
We're gonna do our best impression of Mexican immigrants and just throw bodies at the gates of his city until we overwhelm it.
Oh wait, Metaphor says Ralph Sargon doesn't need to confront you. He's pulling Full House and live appearances. Why would he bother with you? Is he really pulling Full House? I mean, I last I saw he was having problems even putting his events on the program there, since they were getting canceled, since he's a notorious alt-righter and a racist. So I don't know. I'm not sure what he's pulling.
The ones on this side of the pond worked out for him though.
Yeah.
Why don't people point out more often that he's a literal cuck?
Oh.
Why don't you explain that, sir? Explain
I feel
that,
like
sir.
that needs to be said more than it gets said.
Explain. Go ahead. Fully explain
Well,
that.
I don't really know much other than that he has a wife who has a son who he like financially supports and whatnot. That's really all I know.
Now, did she gain that son before or after?
Well, it's not his kid.
Well, let's just say after for the laughs.
Yeah, okay. I'll buy that.
All right.
Maybe-
you. Oh wait, go ahead. Do it again, Gator.
Maybe MLK was wrong.
Yeah, I mean that's a fair point too. We gotta add more.
Please spank me, Daddy.
We gotta add more Sargon clips. There's more out there.
do.
There really is. Why don't you play that third one that you like to play?
I'm kind of gay in certain ways.
No, wait. Okay. How about this? The fourth one.
You are acting like a bunch of niggers.
Yes, there you
That's
go.
my favorite one.
There it is. Thank you. And it's also true. Thank you, Rhyme of Reason. I appreciate you coming on.
Thanks.
Reminds me of a video I made a while back. I took all of the the audio of him complaining about the alt-right making fun of him, and then I put it to him talking, or I video footage of apes and it sounds like he's just calling these apes a bunch of N-words. It's pretty fucking funny, if I do say so myself.
Oh, how dare you besmirch the great character of Sargon?
We need to recruit too many cucks to imitate Sargon while we're playing Ark.
Why would Sargon lend his good name to a stream like this? Why would... I mean, this man has an impeccable character, an impeccable track record. Why would in the world would he lend his name to a show like this?
You act like white niggas.
Yes, why would he do that? It's unreal. He's above reproach. Why would... Of course he's not going to come on a show like this. Of course. Where's the... I mean... this show's not even good enough to rape. Let's just be honest with it. I mean, come on. You wouldn't even rape this show if you had the chance.
I wouldn't even peacefully sunset this show.
Say you could get away with raping the show. You wouldn't do it. Would you?
Well, you can't rape the willing.
That's true. That's very true. We're definitely willing. All right, Lonely Chef, you're live on the air on the Killstream. How you doing, sir?
I wouldn't even peacefully sunset this show.
All right, okay, listen. I'm hearing myself being played back. I'm gonna unmute you in like 8 seconds, but I'm hoping that you have come to your senses by then. Oh God, he instead fled the battlefield.
It was like Sargon seeing Mike Enoch.
He fled the battlefield. That might have been the best choice. I'm not sure. Here's the Discord link if some other people want to get in before we go home. I'm looking at the chat right now. Will you leave Soy Goy of Akkad alone, please? Nah, I don't know. I don't think we can. If he shows up on the show, we'll probably stop talking about him. But other than that, we're just going to troll him forever because why not? Like, I mean, there's literally no other downside. I don't even hate the guy. I just think he's fucking ridiculous lately. And I'm just going to keep making fun of him until he shows up. And if he doesn't show up, I'm just going to keep making fun of him until I die. Like, I just don't even know. I'm just being honest. Like, it's just whatever. It's not even like angry making fun of. I'm just going to keep just for the laughs, just to keep fucking with him forever. Like, I don't care. Or if the channel goes down or we don't have an audience anymore, you know, obviously I'll stop then. Other than that, I'm not gonna stop. I don't care. Never.
There's no point to.
Yeah, fuck it. Who cares?
If he comes here and defends himself. No, there's no. If he comes here and defends himself and talks to us,
if he
fine.
comes here and talks to us, and you know, the optimal situation would be he would come here and face Mr. Medicare, which was thrown out, what, 3, 4, I don't even know how many weeks ago now.
It was last month at least. 3, 4 months.
That would be the optimal situation. Not even face me. Just come on this show and talk to Jim, the guy who you've been calling a coward and talking shit about for fucking... No, I mean, I don't even understand the reasoning behind it. Honestly, it's just weird. What, because he made fun of you and kind of joked about you a few times? Like, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. It's like he made it so personalized and made it so... I don't know. He wasn't rolling with the bands to use a phrase. He's like, oh, I'm so mad. Why don't you dox yourself, Jim? I don't know. Just weird.
Say it to
gay
my
behavior.
face instead of online and see what happens.
Yeah, just Sarkeesian type behavior. The same shit he's been ranting about for years and years, and he's doing the same exact thing. You know what? There's still a chance for him to turn it around. And there's only one way to do it, though, is to come and fucking face the music and to let the chips fall where they may. And guess what? Say he gets destroyed. Say it's not a good look. Oh, well, at least you'll get a lot of points just for showing up, just for, like, addressing the issue. You know, sitting behind your little Spurg fans and your little, gay videos. Nobody respects it. The only people that's going to respect that are Sargon, fanboys. Nobody else is going to respect that.
Sargon doesn't want to do it because it's going to go like Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair, with Sargon being Rick.
Are you thinking Hulk Hogan?
No, he's thinking the retirement match is what he's thinking.
The Ric Flair retirement match.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Where he's just
Okay.
like, I'm sorry, I love you, and he super kicks him into his death. Yeah. Except
But really, did they need
I don't
to
think
get Shawn Michaels over? Like he's
Nah, but Ric Flair had to go. That was the thing.
fair enough.
I don't think Jim would say either one of those things, though. That's the only difference. Anyway,
I can kind of
Sarcastically,
understand
yes.
Sargon.
Yeah.
We're all getting inspired to speak at the same time. I find it like I can kind of understand why Sargon doesn't want to come on one of these streams, and it's not
Well,
so
yeah.
much that it's a lose-lose for him, because every time he debates Richard Spencer or Jim, when he talked to Jim on Louis Lavau's channel, he always makes an ass out of himself unless he's surrounded by sycophants, and I think he's realized that by now.
That's exactly what V said. He said, I don't want him to come on because I'm afraid he's going to make an ass out of himself.
Yeah, V did say that.
That's
pretty much word for
literally,
word.
that was exactly what he said. I'm afraid he's going to say white niggers. I'm afraid he's going to make an ass out of himself. And I don't want him to come on these shows.
Usually it's the number one isn't supposed to be giving the leader the advice.
It's
usually
pretty sad when your so-called lackey is telling you what to do. Yeah, I guess so. But I'm just saying that was literally what he said. Like, I don't have enough
We all
faith.
agree.
I don't have enough faith in this motherfucker to go on these shows to not make an ass of himself because he's that fucking stupid. That's what he said.
How's he gonna save the West?
Tell me if I'm wrong. That's literally what he said.
We
right?
were here. We were here. We heard that, and then we were like, "What?" We were like, all our.
No,
we were
and I said it
flabbergasted.
on the show. I was like, "You're literally saying Sargon he doesn't have enough mental capacity not to be a fucking spurk."
I told him not to come on the show because he might say something stupid.
That's what he said. Oh,
look,
God.
don't you guys know Sargon? His life is really hard, okay, and he can't take the pressure. He really doesn't need it.
It's a hard job. It's a really hard job being Sargon. I don't know if Jim's still here. Surely to God he saw that clip though.
Please spank me, Daddy.
I'm gonna play it again. And I see Jim still in the chat. I
He was
want to
on
play
that.
it again.
He was on that show.
No,
Jim
not
and-
the one where he talked about it's hard being Sargon. He wasn't on that show.
Oh no. Okay, yeah. I mean the V thing. I thought you were
And
talking
it's
about the
only
V thing.
41 seconds. And yes, I know I played it twice already, but I'm gonna make it 3 times because I think it deserves that much
No
scrutiny.
one knows what it's like to be the Sargon.
All right, let's play it one more time. 41 seconds. Jim, I know you're probably off screen right now, but if you can hear my voice, please listen to this right now.
Sargon's trying to say you have a stressful job is a joke and insult to normies. Acknowledge your privilege, you tough. Dude, my job's unbelievably stressful. Honestly, if we were to swap places, you would suddenly learn how stressful my job is. You know that there are tens of thousands of people who just outright hate me. And they come and say, and they try to hurt my feelings in the most cutting way possible. It doesn't work, but they try. And the fact that tens of thousands of people try this all the time, it's like, it's not for weak-minded people. That's what this is. It's not for weak-minded people at all. But yeah, so you're wrong, dude. I'm sorry.
It's not for weak-minded people, only for strong-brained people like Sargon. Not everybody can do this. Not everybody can do this.
Boo-hoo, Sargon.
It's not just that he lucked into his whole career because of his accent. I mean, it's nothing like that.
Yeah,
When
YouTube
you
is
start playing
stressful.
the penny whistle solo for My Heart Will Go On.
It's
at
not
this
just
point.
that he conned, tens of thousands of Americans, into thinking he's an actual intellectual because of his accent. It's not that. It's just, he's a tough man.
He's basically a Spartan, says Orion M in chat.
Throw him in a coal mine for a week. I'll change his mind real quick.
I got an idea where to throw him, but I won't enunciate that publicly.
I actually think it's a good idea to have him work the coal mines for a week because
Or
then
an
his
oil
skin
rig.
tone will match his son's.
Oh God, poor Sargon. Fakest says Ralph is jealous of
We
the
coming
accent.
for you.
Somebody said Ralph is jealous of the accent. Well, I mean, it's the difference between what I make and what Sargon makes. So yeah, I guess maybe a little bit. I mean, if you have that British accent, you could say everything I say and multiply the money times like 10. So yeah, I don't know if jealous. It's just an observation. It's just the actual truth of the matter. So whatever. Sargon of Akkad. Carl the coal miner. I see that in the chat. Oh man. We had another topic. Let me look. We gotta wrap it up soon though, but oh, you know what? We have this video. Should I actually play this Malchuk video?
What is that? I saw it posted earlier,
It's
but I
a
haven't
very
actually watched
mean
it yet.
video about a certain person that comes on our show pretty
Oh
often.
no.
Should we play that?
I mean,
it's up to you.
we kind of have to at this point, right? We kind of cock teased it a little bit.
Yeah, you got to do it now.
We pretty much have to play it, don't we?
Yeah, we got to do it now.
This was a little remix video.
Yeah, chat's like, do it.
Yeah, see, yeah. You cock teased them. Now you got to deliver.
Oh, I see. Jim did hear the audio. YouTube is stressful. LOL. Yeah, that's literally what he said. Anyway, we could just sit here and rag on Sargon for days and days, which is what we usually do. But I'll just call time on that for now. And I want to play this video. And by the way, the only reason I got exposed to this person is also due to Jim. I was on a stream with Scrub, and I think Tonka was on there, and a couple other people. And Malchuk was in the chat, and then Jim goes, "Yeah, you guys." Obviously, he already knew who this guy was. I didn't. You bring him on. You need to hear from this guy. And then we brought him on, and we heard from him, and we ended up having on this show later on and stuff. And he is an entertaining person, but he maybe takes it a little too far at times. Let's just put it that way.
No,
never.
Come on.
Just a little bit too far. Just a little. This is a 2-minute video, and I'm gonna play it. Oh wait, should I post it in the lounge? I don't think.
Yes,
the hosts have it, but I don't think Wild Smile has it. Let me go ahead and post it right here. This is from our friend Wild Goose, and this is a pretty harsh video, you guys. I gotta say. And I tagged Malchuk in this on the Discord earlier, and I said, do you got any response to this? I didn't hear a response yet. It's pretty rough. You guys ready?
Yes.
I don't have the link yet, though.
Oh, it's in the lounge. If you go to the lounge section on the Discord, the lounge sounds gay as fuck, but yeah, I guess it's just as gay as it sounds. I could also message it to you, sir. Here.
I'm not seeing it.
Okay, go to your DMs.
Oh, there we go. He didn't have a role. He couldn't see the channel anyway.
Oh, that's why. He
I
wasn't in the lounge. Wow, that's fucked up.
Yeah. There you go. You can see it now.
That's your fault. I'm
What?
just kidding.
Oh shit! Called the fuck out.
My bad.
You're supposed to be
Fixed
taking
it.
care of that. No, I'm just messing with you.
Fixed it.
Okay, there it is. You see it now, man?
Yeah, I got it.
All right, I'm going to press play right now.
I want a circumcision ban, I want the perpetrators punished, and I want massive government funding for a coherent program of tissue regeneration to regenerate our foreskins and make American men whole again. Circumcision has to die! There's this exquisite, a very specific exquisite sort of pleasure.
Child rape.
Our enemies in society will never empathize with boys and men. They will never empathize with our cause. They will never empathize with us. They will fear us. Oh boy, will they fear us. Circumcision must be banned. The perpetrators must be punished.
That brown ring around your penis, that's a scar where they cut off part of your penis as a baby.
Part of your penis is missing.
Don't ask your parents about it, kids.
Somebody cut off part of your penis. The boys' sports league games in parks, I think, would actually be the greatest opportunity for that. Part of your penis is dead. Torture will continue until such a time as society starts dealing with this. Part of your penis is rotting at the bottom of a landfill. Society will deal with this, if only to escape the torture that we're going to subject them to. And boy, if they're trying to prevent another incel terrorist attack, they are not going about it the right way, I can tell you that much. Get involved and do these radical things now. Slamming a van into a crowd of people, killing 10 people. I'm circumcised, and I'm fine. The earth is being rent asunder, and there's smoke ascending to the heavens, and I'm fine, I'm circumcised, and I'm fine. I'm fine. This country literally organ farms, harvests, and consumes infant boys for female vanity and pleasure, and nobody sees the man-hating, misandrist, sexist violence in all of this. You don't get your childhood back. You don't get your early childhood experiences back. You don't get your early childhood sexual experiences back. You don't get your early childhood masturbatory experiences back. You don't get your first orgasm back. You don't get the loss of your virginity back. You don't get it back, and it's like the butterfly effect where it affects every single thing about you. What are you?
All right, that was the video there.
Now that is a message a lot of people can get behind.
I'm fucking dead.
Oh man.
What do you think about that video, Wild Small?
I think somebody needs to go find some foreskin and hand it to him and tell him it's his. Holy shit! That kind of now, if I do have children, seeing that, I'm like, all right, I'm good.
That might just make me good on having children altogether, actually.
I might raise foreskin Hitler. I'm good.
Wow. By the way, I don't know if Gregory's watching. We'd like to have him come on and respond, but I mean, those are his actual words, and so. Jake Paul in the chat just said, "I just circumcised my son for a second time."
Fucking got him.
By the way, actually, I'm kind of against circumcision, but like when you see that, somebody in the Discord said they were against circumcision too, but that after seeing that video, they think Gregory is a fucking Jewish plant to like sink the anti-circumcision movement. I'm not sure if that's fair to say, but maybe it is. I don't know.
I can say I can sympathize with his message a little bit.
I mean,
he's a little crazy for sure, but at least somebody's passionate about this, I guess.
Maybe just a little too passionate. The whole kids on playgrounds thing and stuff. That's when it's just like, and I actually told him down the stream. I was like, dude, if you confront kids, and he was talking about their school, which I guess playground, same thing. I was like, dude, you're gonna go to jail possibly for some fucking like solicitation of molestation or whatever. I don't even know what the fucking charge would be, but not good. And he's like, well, go to jail, not the end of the world. And then I said, well, yeah, I mean, I guess not. I've been there myself, but it wasn't for that. So anyway. And I almost hate playing that because I know a lot of people like Thorskin in the chat, but that was an interesting video.
Goose's production is always high quality.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, his production is always good. It tempts me to play my favorite Goose video. I'm not gonna play it.
We're gonna have
the passion video.
Shut up!
It was the fan video. That's what Goose says.
Are we gonna have to take the stream down immediately and put it on SoundCloud again?
Are we?
I don't know. Are we? I'm asking you.
I don't know. I don't think immediately, right? Maybe just a day. Do you think?
Yeah, we haven't said anything crazy.
Do you think it needs to be immediate again?
No. With that video.
Maybe MLK was wrong.
Oh, you mean with the?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. No, that one seems okay. You talking about the one that I was talking about playing, the classic?
Yeah.
I wonder if I can even find that video now.
Oh, it's not in the same channel.
No, because they peacefully sunsetted Goose's channel, but it's up somewhere else. I do know one channel where it's up, and actually the channel where it's up, well, I won't get into the owner's history. You know what? I'm just gonna play it since I've teased it so much that I just have to play it. I just have to. All right. Let me post this. By the way, you have access to the lounge now, right, Wild Small?
Yeah, he should.
And if he doesn't, I'm gonna DM it to him.
I'll never give up a chance to shit on Paolo.
No, I won't either. I hate to bring up the movement that shall not be named.
The bowel movement.
Wild Goose knows exactly what channel I have to go to play this video. But and by the way, if this person hadn't have uploaded the video, we would not have it. It'd probably be lost to history. But thankfully it's not. And I'm going to play it. You guys got it pulled up?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let's play it now.
Gamergate was the first thing that actually accomplished something. It got something done.
Did you need a moment, or?
This is who Gamergate really is. If you look at it, this is who we are. Excuse me.
Take a moment. It's fine.
Sorry. We are this. He wanted to have Gamergate branded on our skin. He wanted it branded on our skin, for goodness sake. He wanted Gamergate branded on our skin and make sure it was a scarlet letter for the rest of our lives. I am Gamergate.
Threaten my people with slavery and death. This is madness. Madness. This is
Gamergate.
Now that's
People
fucking
have to
based.
do jazz hands together. I mean, it's insanity, and we've seen that darkness. A real friend is willing to lick your ass. And if there's anyone, number one fan out there who loves Gamergate more than someone who's his friend, it's Ralph. He's willing to throw me under the bus to do the right thing. Someone who was with him and who could have almost been killed with him. He's willing to lick your ass because it's the right thing to do. That's Ralph. All right?
It can cure the gay.
I don't want to be an e-celeb, for God's sake.
Oh, man.
The fucking classic.
Oh my god.
It's probably one of my favorite videos of all time. I'm not kidding. Like, it's just the
Jim's
best
just like,
thing.
what?
It's just the best thing that's ever been made. Oh man.
Yeah, that Jeff Holiday clip was just tied it all together.
Yeah.
It can cure the gay.
Yeah, Gamergate did not cure the gay. I will go ahead and go on a limb and say that. But there
is no using a movement. Motherfuckers work for their output.
That's another legendary clip.
Oh, you want me to play that too? Is that what you're trying to do here? No.
I mean, we might as well, right?
No, we can't. We can't play that whole video.
We can't do that one. Yeah, we can't do that one. That one would definitely be a SoundCloud only.
We can't. We can't play that whole video, can we?
Oh, did the stream?
They said it's F. It just
Oh,
refresh.
just refresh it.
We're still alive. They didn't get us. They didn't get us yet. We're still alive.
We didn't get that helicopter ride into the sunset.
Jim says ass status equals licked. There is one. You know what? Since I don't mind. By the way, people say Ralph, he He hates poking fun at himself. Even, and these are people who never watch this stream, by the way. I constantly make fun of my own self. Like, literally all the fucking time make fun of myself. But I'm going to play this one, and then we're going to go, man, fuck you. My internet is not garbage. My internet is God tier. And I don't know why. It's fucking YouTube doing this. But anyway.
YouTube ingest servers are garbage.
Somebody said, check your internet, Ralph. My internet's actually really good, but, you know, YouTube's not. Anyway, there's one more video before we play the finale song and we leave. And I see we just lost 200 fucking viewers, but whatever. Or 300. I don't fucking know. We're still live, though, regardless. Should I actually play this?
It's up to you, buddy.
You can play it at the outro if you wanted.
How bad is the YouTube buffering? I see we just got fucking, like, killed.
Yeah, it's the fucking ingest server just shit itself.
Oh, look, Jim says, I remember this video. He's actually in the comments on the video. He does remember it. All right, let's play it right. Yep. I posted in the lounge. If you guys don't have it, whatever. I'm just going to play it right now.
There is no using a movement. Work for their output. What do you mean using the movement? Did he use the movement? Did he just say, I used the movement, and this work just divines out of thin air, and he didn't have to put no fucking work in? No, motherfucker, just because you're not smart enough to make no fucking money don't mean shit, motherfucker! Fuck you, motherfucker! Go talk about Auschwitz, you piece of shit! You motherfucking Jew-hating piece of shit! Get the fuck off this stream! Get the fuck off this stream! Go suck fucking IA's dick, you piece of shit! Yeah, go suck IA's dick some more, man. This ain't IA, motherfucker. Now fuck you, bitch! You think I give a fuck? You think I give a fuck? I'm just saying, man, I'm sick of this don't make no money bullshit. Now fuck that. There is no, I mean, if you put in work, you put in work. I mean, it's not just
if you put in work,
and so you're supposed to just do it all for free. Do you think Martin Luther King actually worked for free, you stupid?
There we
Maybe
go.
MLK was wrong.
MLK was definitely wrong. He didn't make enough money. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Somebody said, was that actually Ralph? Yes, it was, to be honest with you. Now that we've...
Circa, like, 4 years ago.
We already lost half our audience thanks to YouTube buffering, so I don't know if everybody will have heard that, but...
It was a moment.
It really was. Send all super chats to MLK. That's what Wild Goose said. Yeah, that was Ralph and King of Paul. Yes.
Of course it was King of Paul.
That is true. And that was the beginning of our, the fraying of our friendship. Yes. The fuck is somebody punching in a code to a bomb? What is going on in the background here?
I'm trying to fix something over here.
The fuck are you doing? Are you about to blow something up?
Hold on.
Hello,
Yeah, that was me and King of Paul, and I was actually so drunk that I don't even remember that whole entire segment. But my wife just said in the background, "I do." She was on that stream, and incredibly, we got married after that stream. So I don't know if that says something about her or about me, but yeah. Anyway.
That I needed to look after you.
She's not even married to look after you. Elderly queer gentleman in the super chat just gave $2 for MLK. Thank you. I will make sure that goes in. Wait, go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say, MLK will do the work for free. It's kind of his thing.
Wild Smile, you've been a real champion staying here with us this long. What do you think about the show now that we lost like 400 viewers? But whatever, that's how it goes.
Oh, I had fun tonight. I got a couple of zingers in there. Got some stuff to laugh at. I had a good time.
I think so. What do you think about a co-host for your streams? Do you think Lauren Rose might be in line for that, or?
Oh yeah, instantly. As soon as I talked to her once. She's gonna be best friends with me, and we're gonna peacefully sunset together. No, I don't really. I don't really have like, a lot of people will have like a partner or a friend. I haven't really been around YouTube all that long. I don't know a lot of people, so I just kind of do it on my own. Chat's sort of the co-host. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird bringing somebody in the mix that might not be up to speed with me or up to speed with my audience. So for myself, I think it's best to, for my style, that I go alone.
I think you actually, like, that's the best way to go, to be honest with you. Now, luckily, I have the two best co-hosts in the game right here with Gator and Zidane. I just kind of lucked into that. But, yeah.
You vastly overestimate my abilities.
No, we got the two. No, listen. And I was, being sarcastic there, but not really, because you guys actually add a ton to this program. And if it was just me, it would not be nearly as entertaining, nearly as good. So I'm so thankful for both of you guys. Gator with his soundboard, Zidane with his Bhutanese knowledge. Both of you guys are great. So I will just be quite honest there and say that. Anyway, thank you, Wild Smile, for joining us. Thank you, JF, who's not here anymore, for joining us at the top of the stream. Thank you, chat.
Ralph retard.
Thank you, chat. Thank you, super chat. Thank you, whatever. However you listen to this, however you support us, I don't care. I appreciate it every single way. We're on iTunes. Should I post the iTunes link? Do I still have that up? Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, we're on iTunes until they kick us off. We're on SoundCloud, youtube.com/Killstream Archive. That's also another place you can find us. All the streams will eventually be moved to that channel. So,
have you tried to put everything on Spotify?
No. How do you... Yeah, you know what? I could do that. Yeah, you can actually.
As long as you have a place that it's already hosted to, there's some sort of link you can follow to it.
Yeah, you can. So the same way you do it on iTunes is probably the same way you do it on Spotify. So as long as it's hosted on SoundCloud, you just kick the RSS feed basically over to Spotify. So yeah, that's a good idea. I need to put it on Spotify. Fuck yeah. Wild Smile coming through again.
Yeah.
And I use Spotify all the fucking time. So yeah, that's something I should have.
Fuck yeah.
Thank you, Andy. That's something I should have already thought about, but I didn't. So yeah, just basically just put it out there everywhere we can.
Zentrax says Ralph can be the first one banned with Spotify's new hate speech rules. They actually rolled those back.
Yeah, they did. They rolled them back because Kendrick Lamar's label was just like, we're about to fucking leave Spotify. And we're about to, not only that, we're about to bring all of our friends and tell them to leave Spotify too.
ADL and SPLC got cucked.
Yeah, they really did. Wild Smile, thank you, man. You got anything else?
Shit, no, that was it. I have one small thing. I think I saw you retweet it, but I still wanted to mention it on air.
Please do.
There's a couple of pictures of Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un, and it looks like Kim Jong-un like said some sort of joke. Like he actually made a joke with Trump, and it caught him off guard because you can see him like kind of like howl back in laughter. I thought it was an interesting couple of pictures.
That was pretty funny. By the way, let me see if I can pull that up. I retweeted it. I felt like it didn't get enough shine, so I had to give my blue check mark privilege to it. By the way, let me pull it up right now. And it said, I might be short and fat, but at least I'm not Jim Acosta. And then it shows Kim Jong-un laughing his ass off. And not only Kim Jong-un, but Trump laughing his ass off. So yes, fuck Jim Acosta. That would be
seriously. I mean, don't actually fuck him. I mean, I don't think
no
woman needs to hear that twice. She already isn't, but
losing proposition, definitely. But anyway, thank you, man, for coming on. Appreciate it.
Yeah, anytime, man.
Thank you, Gator. Thank you, Zidane.
Yeah, that's great.
Check out the postmortem, and I'm gonna disconnect from this call right now. So I'll talk to you gentlemen later.
Later.
But it's still me. It's just me live now, and my wife's in the background talking shit. What an asshole.
I love you.
Oh, she loves me, she says. Loves to fuck with me. Alright, on that note, we're gonna play the outro. Oh, Jesus. How far down the line? Oh, my God. See if I can pull it up again. Good night, everyone. Thank you for your support. love you all. And I'll see you tomorrow night, 11 p.m. Eastern, on the Killstream.
They drown a peacefully, some said the Killstream. The other night, friends, when I went to tune in, I saw the Killstream had been struck down again. Your mass flag and report.